Yo, 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 yo. Nah, 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 nah. Don't funk with my heart. I wondered if you'd take me home.
Just watching some YouTube videos.
I don't see you on Call of Duty.
You can relax, man. Okay, I mean, what do you think I was gonna stare at my screen?
I thought you were at least going to have it open.
It is open. I'm getting ready, but I mean, I have a moment. It's gotta look at online right now. See it?
I'm restarting.
Got a guy that we can play with. Rolling. You wanna send me invites all the time. I'm gonna see if I can invite him in.
If you
It's
want,
waiting for data centers.
if you want to, I guess.
Mike sent me the invite.
Hold on, I'm loading. Updating playlist. The only one who was on was Shoot. Alright, now I see you online. Alright, I'm gonna invite you. Okay. What game are we playing, Gil?
That understands what I'm saying. Alright. So I'm getting off this and you just left the party.
Yeah, it kicked me. Let me close this and open it up with something else. Fuck this fucking game. This game is so broken, Gil. I don't know why you don't play another game. It has nothing to do with the game is broken no matter whether you're on Xbox or not. That has nothing to do with it. And the reason I don't is because I can play many more games on a PC. Yeah, it's their server. It's not the system. It's the fucking it's Call of Duty. They just don't care. Yeah, the updates don't fix shit, dude.
Starts like normally fucking out, then it gets clear, then it goes a little bit, then they do another update. Alright, well, I'm in here.
Give me 1 second. I'm launching it through a different application now. Maybe that'll work. Okay, you're still on. Just letting you know, I'm done with it at this point. This game's it's not worth this effort. There's so many other games to play. Why do I fucking keep going through this pain for no reason?
You always got an excuse for why you can't make something happen.
What do you mean I always have an excuse? Your excuse is that you insist on playing on the PS5 and not learning to use Discord or I can't play against you. It's not me. It's you making the excuse because you want to play on a PS5. If you played on a PC, I could play you. Get a PC and I can play you. Download it on your laptop and I can play you. Do anything like I told you and I can play you. But if you insist on doing it your way, I can't play you. It's not a cross-platform game. Do you understand what?
Instead of playing my laptop and do all that, clearly this game, I connect with people at PlayStation, I connect with all.
Do you understand what cross-platform is?
Dude, I don't give a fuck.
It's not a smart thing. It's cross-platform. It means my PC will not play FIFA against you on a PS5. I've explained this to you over and over again, and you still don't get it.
I'm trying to explain to you that I have for like 5 games. If you can't play any of those games with me, then we can't play together.
Yeah, so get a fucking...
I'm not gonna go fucking set up through a laptop.
That's your problem then. It's not... That's your problem then. Don't try to blame me then. You just said that I wasn't willing to do this and that. Gil, okay, whatever, Gil. Expert gamer Gil, thanks. I invited you to a party. Let's see if this works now. I'll see if this works. All you gotta do is Google search, is FIFA cross-platform? Are you not getting it? Gil, are you getting it or not? I cannot play cross-platform with you. NBA 2K, it doesn't matter, whatever, FIFA, Madden, it will not play. Maybe when they get the new Madden comes out, they're supposed to add cross-platform. But right now, I can't play any of those games with you because you're on a totally different device than I am. You can only play with PS5 players. Have you played against an Xbox person, Gil? Have you played What all started from?
Like, you don't have an actual console? Just plug it up. I mean, like...
You're an idiot if you think a console is better than a PC. Why don't you have an actual PC? You don't have an actual PC? I don't have the problem. You have the problem, Gil. I don't have a problem. I play with all my friends. We all communicate. We all get into a Discord call. We all play in Discord. We're not using our phones to communicate, Gil. Like, what are you talking about? You're the one who's behind the times, not me. You're the guy who uses their cell phone. You got onto the internet on the year 2000. You think that you're an expert on the internet now. Get the hell out of here. Exactly. So you don't know what you're talking about. But you're trying to talk to me like you're an expert in the situation. And
yell and scream. Has anybody ever told you that?
Because you're so frustrating that you just keep... You keep spewing garbage out of your mouth, but you don't... You're so naive and uneducated that you think that you know what you're talking about, and you don't, and then you make me frustrated. Oh my god, dude. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this. Goodbye. Why do people get this way with you all the time, Gil? Maybe that type of guy, but it's probably just us 3. Probably just us 3.
Check your gear and weapons. We go soon.
Oh, he's in here? He's still here with us? He ain't talking though, huh? You guys can hear me, right? Hello? Don, you can hear me, Don?
English. Can you hear me?
And now we can hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we think I'm gonna fucking quit because you're worked up.
I'm not worked up. You're worked up. This guy doesn't understand what cross-platform is.
This guy says you can't play. Oh, let me turn this down. Sorry. Alright, who's sick? Yeah, onda, chico, ¿qué onda?
¿Qué onda, la cosa?
Aquí, man. You want to bet where we're going?
Yeah. Set a drop point for your squad, soldier. ¿Qué les parece aquí?
See it, that's good. The bike right there, right?
We're landing on the train, he says.
Yeah, so that's well, he tagged it.
I didn't tag it, he tagged it. I confirmed it. You gotta hit the train though.
I got it. How are you going?
Yeah, try to land on the train. Otherwise you're not gonna be with your team.
Oh, dude, I'm good. Don Maldito. Helmet.
Carajo,
Oh, okay, yo soy Panamá.
okay.
Hey, I see one guy over there. Trying to get through there.
Cuando un grupo. ¿Cuál es dos?
Two guys. ¿Qué onda?
Quiera, van al mismo tiempo. Ahí que ahí nos dividimos, ahí hay bastantes armas.
Sí, no, ya está bien.
Enemy
Nosotros
soldier
no,
incoming.
nosotros estamos en el tren. Porque no en el tren. Oh, ahí hay un muchacho se acaba de meter en el tren encima. Dos encima. Dos encima en la parte de adelante, ya hacia ustedes. Voy a tratar de llegar atrás de ellos.
Ahí está, ¿verdad?
Ok,
Pila.
ya estoy detrás. Oh, cuidado, me voy a buscar.
Ya lo maté a los.
Solo tengo... Solo tengo
Mira,
una
yo-
pistolita.
La puta se estaba moviendo. Yo pensé que estaba vivo, pero se lo estaba moviendo.
What the fuck? I just teleported. What is that?
What do you mean you just teleported? You just, you take,
It made this. It made me teleport into the sky.
Ah, bueno,
Into the
estamos
sky, and then I
viendo-
dropped back in. I don't really know how that happened.
Sí, a quien que te mate.
Come back to the train, bro.
Entonces no nos movemos.
Este se lo llevaron. Esto. ¿Por qué no me lo puedo?
Sniper?
Ya yo tengo. Yeah. Bring that to me.
I'm not bringing it. Are you dumb? You think I'm picking things up and carrying them to you? You fucking chump.
That's
¿Dónde
for
nos
trees.
vamos?
Your team is in the safe zone.
Vamos a comprar.
Bueno, no falta para comprar, pero no sé. Vamos a ver este corte mejor, mira.
Voy a conseguir sniper.
Okay.
It was at the back of the truck. Back of the vehicle.
¿Quieren hacer contrato?
Sí, sí.
Para buscar reales.
Vamos, pues.
Dale para
Ya.
la ficha.
Sí.
What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm on riding on top. Are we getting this contract? What are we doing?
Oh. Yeah, we're getting that contract. I was gonna grab the helicopter, but now I'm just gonna jump back because that was fuck us up. Oh, aquí. Oh, ahí están los dos muertos. Vamos a hacer contrato, pues.
Sí.
Sí, sí.
Contract. Mi amigo no habla español.
Ok.
Y yo no...
Hey, Mike, they don't.
No habla español.
Eliminate them.
They don't speak English, and you might learn some Spanish.
Poquito, poquito,
Okay.
muy poquito.
Muy poquito. Jesus Christ.
Dumb gringo.
You know where Gringo comes from, right?
Vienen bajando esos manes, loco.
Ok.
As long as he can tell me what's happened, it's like when you play hockey on the ice. You don't need to fucking be able to communicate. As long as you communicate in hockey
We got
sense.
Bro, there's people don't even talk in this game.
Okay.
Ya lo tenemos, ya estamos listos.
Where's his chest at? Right here.
Vienen bajando esos manes.
¿Dónde? Sí.
Ahí está marcado. Lo maté.
Our bounty was poached.
Eliminated.
Andale, andale.
What do you mean our body was poached?
Our bounty was poached. Someone killed it. I remember I got that contract. It was a bounty, and then someone poached it. Someone stole it from us. Are you getting shot? Who's shooting? Who's shooting?
Esos son los que lo mataron al
Alguien lo mató. ¿Esos son? ¿Dónde está este carro? Oh, ahí está.
Oh, he's going out.
Subiendo, subiendo.
Hit him.
Oh, this guy's like Walter Payton, man.
We'll go.
Se escapó.
I got hit from somewhere. I got hit with return fire.
Aquí está un carro, sigámoslo. Aquí está un carro, a la orilla.
Vamos. Yo tengo un sniper, yo le estoy disparando a ustedes.
No lo pierdas de vista, agarra el carro.
Ahí está.
Dale.
Oh, no, eso no es lo que quería. Está parado. Corre.
Oh, tengo gente atrás. Gente atrás.
Salir de ahí.
I don't know what's happening, Gil. I don't know what they're saying.
Drop inbound.
We're trying to get that guy. What do you mean? He's the guy that was... Oh,
Espérate que hay gente, ¿no?
¿Hay gente? ¿A dónde? ¿Con quién hablas, Panamá? ¿Don Malito?
I got recon going on. Are they still over here? Where were they?
That guy ran up the hill.
Yeah, I went chasing him, but where'd you guys? You guys are going the wrong direction.
There's people up here by in yellow, by the dawn.
I guess I'm coming back.
Yeah, they.
I'm here with dude by the loadout. I'm here right next to the loadout with dudes. Jeez. Oh, there's a guy right here. Right here, on me. The whole team's here, yo. I just got fucking. Never a team together.
You're in the gulag. Fight for your chance to redeploy.
Bro, quit complaining, nigga.
I got hit by two of them. You guys went off one way. Me and the other dude were some other way.
That guy's down.
Buena,
That guy's down. Que buena. We out here doing it, man. You just knocked down this
tengo
squad.
un sniper atrás, tengo un sniper atrás.
Ahí voy a ver qué es lo que
Sniper conmigo.
Oh, there's no fucking way!
You lost the fight.
Sniper.
Return to base.
tiene un sniper.
Atrás de la montaña, aquí atrás. La montaña.
There's no way that I shoot the guy in the back like that and then I lose. This game's broke. Fuck.
Okay, hacia la casa de nuevo. Let me show you how us Latinos do it, Mike.
I'm watching.
Well, I'm getting this right now. Dentro de la casa, aquí.
No,
Okay.
no.
Voy.
Es de la montaña.
Sí, de la montaña, hermano.
Cuidado, hay una persona en la afuera hay una persona.
Aquí, de aquí. Okay. Con calma.
You on the cocaine?
Hay una persona afuera disparando. Ya lo miré. Por aquí. Ahí vienen, miren.
Okay. Ya lo tengo.
Salgamos de aquí que nos están rodeando. Oh, nos vamos a la mierda. Nos están rodeando.
Vamos a separarnos. Uno más arriba, yo voy para más arriba. Tengo un sniper. Ya tengo
Sí,
el reloj acá.
no están cobrando aquí.
Tres amigos! Tres amigos!
Mike, they're talking about they're trying to surround us, bro. You see those two guys that I was shot at? They're following us and they're trying to come around.
There was
from
three
that
guys. There was three guys there, Gil.
side. Yeah, él dice que hay tres.
Nos vienen
Dice que hay
siguiendo
tres.
dos.
Quiero, pero
We only saw two. Ya estoy arriba, ya
Lo que
estoy
pasa es
arriba.
que
Ya estoy arriba.
I saw three.
Vamos a ver.
desde aquí.
Él vio tres.
Por aquí.
Yo lo vi. Ahí está.
Ahí, en celeste.
Watching this sector.
Ahí está.
Ah,
Ahí.
Ajá. Hey, ¿cómo
Ahí.
hiciste eso? Oh, al lado, al lado, al lado, al lado, al lado.
Vamos. Cuidado.
Mire, están disparando de este lado también. Ok,
Entonces.
hay
uno
alguien
está
por acá.
Uy.
Me gusta a la
Aquí.
derecha.
Sí.
Sí.
Déjole pues. Apúrame. Que voy ahí.
Ok, ahí va, ahí va.
Ya, ahí está, a la izquierda. Aquí está.
To your right, bro. Gil's got another team to his right. Help that guy.
Cuelga.
Help that guy. Gil, you are the worst with the sniper I've ever seen. You don't even put your crosshair on people before you shoot.
Bro,
Gas
stop.
inbound. Safe
We
zone
got
relocated.
the guys over here. I can't. This is not a.
Mierda, quiero juntarlo. De que fuéramos caídos.
There you go.
Ahí va, ahí va.
Está solo, ese
Ahí,
no
ahí,
le
ahí,
se monta.
No, hay dos. Hay dos. Lo que
Hay
hay que
dos.
hacer es que.
Pero lo tengo.
Y para saber la ubicación de donde viene, porque ellos nos vienen siguiendo, entonces hay que
Watching this
matarlo.
sector.
Vamos a cambiar.
Vamos a matarlo.
Estar matando son peluches, loco. No
Sí,
cayó el ojo,
hombre,
¿verdad?
no.
Yo voy a
It's a totally different team hitting you.
Ese es otro equipo que me está pegando a ese lado.
Huela, crap.
Oh, no. ¿Qué te debía haber buscado ahí o...?
Gas is
No,
inbound.
porque no hubiéramos movido. What, for me, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde? Hey, where's the shop, Mike?
Ahí,
Okay.
ten cuidado.
Yo lo levanto mano.
¿Yo lo levanto o tú lo...?
Yo lo levanto.
Yo voy. Voy contigo.
Pasemos por el oro.
We have a loadout drop here.
Por acá. ¿O va para ahí?
No.
Tienen otro, ya ve-
Get me
No,
up.
pasaron de vida.
Get me up, Gil. Go get me up.
I am. He's going to the... Listen, man. See, when you don't know what's going on, you just got to be patient. You know I'm going to go get you up. Or when
I'm literally watching the whole time.
Yeah,
Esa
he's
primera
gonna go
entrega
get the
grande,
package. Okay, yo lo voy a... No, yo lo voy a conseguir y entonces...
está
Vamos al
largo,
pack.
largo, tiene-
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
You're about to die.
que el bobo.
Last sector secure.
Oh, no. This motherfucker.
He just ran you over. That's how. Oh my god.
What do you want me to do, Mike? Look, I'm running. I'm trying to get behind the rock. I mean, what am I supposed to do? It's why I like playing this game.
Shoot him through the windscreen.
La cosa, estoy en Gulag. Only the strongest survive the Gulag.
Está a la izquierda, a la izquierda. No, eso.
Gas is inbound. Marking the
Okay.
safe zone.
Okay, vamos
No,
ahí.
hay gente más. Yo me espero.
No, ahí no. Voy a
Supply
otro.
crates are restocked.
Sí,
Advise
hay
you load
gente
up
ahí.
now.
¿Cuál? ¿Dónde?
Ahí,
Este
Ahí
está.
ahí.
Se me sacaron.
Te hace falta real. Sí. Anda a buscar reales. Dinero, dinero. Primero dinero. Sí.
Oh, yo tengo dinero.
¿Cómo no?
Ah, a don maldito.
Ah,
A don
What
maldito.
hey, primero,
You need at least
tengo
4,000.
que meter a mi amigo.
Don maldito. Don maldito tiene dinero.
Okay, let's go. I've got money. I can get him in.
Yeah, yeah, all right, get me in.
Your team has entered the safe
That
zone.
guy.
Corre, 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 corre.
Oh, got taken down, Mike.
Yep, I know.
All right, we got Maldito back. Oh, they got me.
anda. Decir que estaba tu amigo, man.
Hay un jugador.
Run.
Hey, Scrappy, hey, there's
What?
somebody on top of you, man. Somebody on top of the tent on top of you.
Should I run?
Sí.
I know, he's on
Yeah.
top of the, yeah. He's talking to you, my boy.
Okay, excelente.
Should I run?
No, I'd kill him. I'd kill him if I were you.
Decirle que me deje el dinero.
Where is he at?
Hey, he's top of the tent, man.
He spotted me. He spotted me.
Hostile counter
You see him right there.
Más rico, porque no hasta el mago.
Yeah, I'd run it and turn around and
I can't. I don't know where the fuck he is, dude.
I told you.
Dude,
Your room.
At your mama's house, motherfucker. At your mama's
I
house.
only said he's on top of you.
Burn, bitch. Burn. Burn, bitch.
Dude, you feel good about that?
Hey, buena jugada, amigo. Muchas gracias.
I was
No,
dumb.
tranquilo.
We playing again or we going back? You're in charge.
Dale.
Okay, we're gonna play again.
Gas is moving in. New
The
safe
play
zone
again with
located.
this squad.
It won't let me choose it.
Oh, no está dejando, amigo. Ahí me encuentran y jugamos otro tiempo, ¿ok?
Dale.
Que tengan un buen día.
Gil, you there? You're playing on an Xbox, not a PS5?
Right.
Yeah, what?
You hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Alright, so I'm playing your game here. We're gonna go. I need help in DMZ. We'll obviously put a gun here. You see, we were tent there.
What?
We were tent there. If I would have had a better sniper rifle, we would have been killing those. If I would have had my actual rifle, we would have fucking won that. But I didn't have it. I like that position in those buildings right there. So if we're there, God, we should all start off. If we have a sniper. Good one. Take it to man.
Use this time to practice. We will be deploying soon.
It never actually gives me my actual loadout that I pick anyways, except for on this part right here. I gotta be doing something
Watch the
wrong.
skies.
What?
It never, like, when I pick my loadout, it doesn't actually bring me in the game with that loadout.
That's not what it's supposed to do, Gil. That's the whole point. You still don't know how this game is played. Loadouts are not, that's not what a loadout is. A loadout is where you actually get a loadout drop. Remember that loadout box that we were at, the two of us were at when I got killed, and then you guys were across the entire map? You go to the loadout box, and then you choose your loadout from your actual pre-chosen loadouts. Like,
Yeah, I know.
you've gotten taught, you think that DMZ is this game, and DMZ is not this game, Gil.
You need to be you need to be medicated because your brain doesn't make any sense, dude.
You need to be medicated because you seem to think that DMZ is what this game is, and that's not what a loadout is for. A loadout is so that you preload a loadout, and then when you drop in, if you get a loadout box, then you can go choose your items from the loadout box. It's not like you start with an item. No one starts with any guns. Everyone starts with the same loadout in this game, Gil. It's a battle royale. For God's sakes, figure it out already.
There's actually resurgence. What? Yeah. No worries. He's got to
He doesn't understand how he thinks that he's like, I choose my loadout and I never come in with my guns. Can you explain to him how this game works, please? Because I'm tired of doing it, and he doesn't seem to ever listen to me after I tell him.
This you did a good job, man. It's survival. It's just survival. That's all it is. I only am better than this guy at this whole game. I barely played.
He thinks that he's better than me. He's never played a different Call of Duty. He's only played Warzone. He thinks he understands how Warzone works. Or he plays DMZ, and he thinks that he understands how Call of Duty works. He's never played fucking Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, any of that shit. This dude thinks he's an expert at Call of Duty, and he plays DMZ. For God's sakes.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Well, it's all the same thing. You just gotta shoot other operatives.
Yeah.
There's no computer. That's all. There's no computer in this.
Listen, fellas, just because this little guy says all this stuff doesn't mean anything. I'm ready to make it happen.
Yeah, see exactly my point. He thinks he already knows everything.
He was working me off. Yeah, I'm just saying, he gets all worked up, man. I'm 6'6". This guy's like fucking 3 feet tall, and he just overtalks me the whole time. So I'm just like, all right, well, let's stop this. Let's get to this game.
Really, he just ignorantly thinks that he knows what he's talking about, and I have to correct him all the time.
Sounds like somebody about to get whacked.
Yeah.
He quits DMC and quits this game all the time because he says...
I don't quit this game. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know. He wants me to
You have no idea what you're talking about.
You.
I want you to play Valorant. Valorant? Yeah.
What the heck is this PRD?
I don't know what that is.
I got this shit from the boys right here. Wonderful.
Those little superpowers. I don't know how I feel about those. I forget to use them most of the time.
Facts. Will you just close the door on me?
Oh, somebody had their loadout box. You see those blue boxes? That box gives you your full loadout. You can't choose it. It just gives you the first one you got.
Ooh. I mean, I got this bow and arrow too. I don't know. I'm gonna fuck around and try this.
Put a plate in. Holy cow, this drone just lifted me in the air and now I got dropped off? What the fuck? They added that shit?
that teleport.
No, it was like a physical drone. A physical drone lifted me up in the air, and I flew for a little bit, and then I was able to jump out of it.
Is that the
Yeah,
BRD?
man.
I think that might be it.
Is that what it does?
It's like a drone that you would release to go find people with, but instead it like picked me up by my backpack, and I flew. I was like hanging by the bottom of it, and then I jumped off of it.
Your team
That's
made
what
it to
it
the
is.
safe zone.
Hey, I just figured out.
No
how
wonder
you
I
gotta
can't
use
do it.
I just figured out how you gotta use these powers. You gotta hit that RB, and then like it'll give you the power, and then it'll tell you what power you have, and then you just hit that again, and you get it to use it 4 times. Like I got that electric discharge right now.
That's pretty decent. I like the transport the best. That thing just gets you out of trouble.
Oh, I never even got that.
Yeah, I got that last game. That's how
Serious?
I went from fucking the floor to all. Remember, I transported over the train and I was flying back in. Remember, I was transporting over the train, flying back in. Oh, is my mic open? Am I on open mic right now? The fuck?
Well, we're all on proximity. We should be able to hear others and others hear us.
Enemy UAV.
Yeah, but I mean like in game between me and you guys. I thought I was on push to talk. I keep pushing Z. There's a chest over here somewhere. I can't find it.
Oh shit.
You all right? What? You got people on you?
Hostile dropping into the area.
Oh, I just hit this vault up.
Yeah, I grabbed it. Where you at? Okay.
Marking sniper system.
I'm gonna put a UAV out. Or what? This is any UAV. Never mind. What is this? Cluster mines?
shield
Cluster
here.
mines?
I
Cluster
need
mines?
ammo.
If we could buy munitions, but right here.
I got 600 on it. Here, I'll drop it. Oh, 500.
2500? Alright, cool.
Here's 5 right there.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Oh wow, loadout coming in.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Where you at? Where you at?
Nice.
Probably should have dropped that, but well.
Friendly field upgrade is
Enemy
active.
dropping into the AO.
Perfect.
We'll
Gas
go
is
get it.
closing in. Relocating the safe
I'm
zone.
good. I'm good, but unless y'all want to roll to, we can go pick up your loadout right there on that box. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I like to get my
Has
loadout.
been reduced.
I know what
Yeah.
the loadout is. Listen,
You guys know I'm getting beat up right now, right? I'm in a fight.
Yeah,
Why are
I'm
you
with
with
the
me?
fight
You
too.
know we're about.
Yo, this dude ran right past us like we was on the same team.
Contract
Yeah.
failed. Time's expired.
I'm over here opening vaults.
Cool. I'm gonna go to my dudes if I can.
I'll go to the
I'm
roof.
about, yeah, I'm coming back. There's guys all around us. People
Yeah,
shooting at me over there.
yeah, there was guys all around me exactly where I'm like, I'm out.
Enemy UAV active.
We're separated.
Yeah, I'm going back to my teammates. You're separated. I'm
Yeah,
going. I went through the
to
water.
loadout. I thought you guys were coming to the loadout.
Oh, that's where I was headed, but I saw
Adjusting prices.
the treasure chest, and I started going towards it. I started getting shot, so I ran the
Whoa.
wrong way.
Where you getting hit?
Right there, right there. No, turn around, turn around, turn around.
I'm underground now.
Ah,
I'm gonna go get them.
I didn't know he was hitting you from across the way.
Actually, you know what? They're dead. They're dead. Let them go to the gulag. I'm gonna try and get them up somewhere else. You got money, Gil? I got 7,200.
Survive.
Yep. Gil, you okay?
Squad mates
I
is in
got-
the gulag now.
Yeah, I got
If they
62. They
survive,
said just to
they deserve
survive.
That's what I mean. Well, they're gonna have to gulag it before we can even get them out anyway. So,
Yeah.
All right, yeah, try to go get them.
well, I am, but I'm gonna wait for them to get out of the gulag because they might be able to make it out themselves without me.
They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
Ugh.
Your squad mate has failed. They are returning
I hear another team over here.
Lackman's on single shot. Make sure you take your Lackman off a single shot in the gulag if you get one, because
Yep. That
it's
just
on single
happened.
shot.
Yeah, that shit happens to me all the time, man. It drives me bananas.
Got me crazy. I'm like in scope, and I'm holding it down like what?
Right. Or the
As soon as you-
reload, right? Like you wait for a guy and then you have forgotten to reload.
We got one respawning, Gil. Right? One of you made it back.
Yeah, I made it out.
All right, I'm gonna go get the other guy back.
Let's go by.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm gonna go buy him over here.
Be advised, you have
That's
teammates
just
outside
random.
the safe zone.
That's nice.
Right?
Marking by.
I'm trying to go to that one.
All right.
There's people in the sky though, sadly. Oh, there's guys dropping in. Oh shit! Oh shit! I just got sniped out of the sky. Holy fuck!
Pay attention. You'll be out there
God
soon.
damn
Ready
it.
to fight. You're up next.
I mean, I think I'm.
The entire team is standing there looking at me. Don't go that way.
Ground still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
You don't have to go.
no money.
You don't have any other way out though. That smoke is gonna still catch you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out of there. Like a rabbit. Are they right there?
Oh, it's still a decoy up there. Maybe you'll find out at least.
Gotta get out of this fucking gulag.
I mean, they saw me run in there.
That's nice. See, they got a few things from DMZ in here. You get the same pickups and stuff like that.
I mean, I played this game. I got a third place in this, but my thing is, I didn't like this game because, like, somebody will just pop you in the back. You never saw them, you know?
Right. Yeah. See, I didn't like DMZ because people started hanging around the X-field. Camping on the X-field.
That's what he does. That's exactly what he does. He goes and gets a sniper, and he waits for the green smoke to come. That's exactly him. You hate him.
Listen,
Fucking newbie! Newbie camper just sitting there with his sniper, thinks he's all good at the game, and that's what he plays. That's how he plays.
Hey, it's not safe over here, just so you know.
Hey, I'm trying to get towards you guys. You guys should stay
It's not safe.
You guys need to stay close to the edge of this wall right here, guys.
No, it's not safe.
You all hear me?
We hear you.
I hear you.
This is where we should try to be at, right?
Yeah.
Probably like.
Hey, you're not coming up on my map for some reason.
Gil's like all the way by the storm, waiting for that storm to come in. He's that far away from you.
I got patience, bro. I just be laying down, sitting down. I want to get first in this.
I got it. Yeah.
We got a guy down though. We got a guy down.
That's
I gotta
me.
go buy him back.
That's me, Gil. Yeah, we got a guy. Yeah. Thanks, Gil. Way to
two
notice.
People underwater over here. Hey, this water candle is tough.
Get enough money so I can get you.
Well, we're good. I'm just waiting for Gil, but Gil's just sitting on the edge of the outskirts, not doing anything, and I'm like, bro. Hello.
Bro, tag where the fucking thing is. I don't want to look at it. I'm watching I'm on the edge because I'm watching that thing come, but I'm not running into a lot of problems. But I'm gonna be able to see where the people are. I watched this guy. Listen, I watched this guy.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be able to get to one because there's one right here next to you that that could have gotten me at. Tag it. I did, but you're not gonna be able to get there by the time that the fucking storm starts moving now. See how the storm's moving over it right now? You can't go there.
I'm in the water right now because
tag one that's closer.
The only other one that you can get to is this one. There's one there and there's one here.
I'm trying to come to you.
But I would do this one, Gil.
Hello. Listen, I'm trying to stay alive till the end. That's why I'm.
Or just stay alive and win then. Then if you get a win, do it.
There goes guys.
I got caught by a team. Don't come this way.
There's two guys on the left. They just went down that way.
I think they heard my proximity chat. That's how they found me. So other people can hear us talking if they're close enough.
Tag a buy station 4B.
Get to the new safe zone.
Nah, stay alive. It's in game.
Friendly airstrike on the way.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
I think this is it. One right here. Long building.
Holy cow, Gil, finish him. Finish him. Don't let him. Yep, finish him.
Oh, it's his buddy.
Yeah. You can hear other people talking.
Yeah, they can hear us talking. That's kind of crazy. We gotta go into quiet mode.
That's the whole point of proximity. You can turn proximity chat off, but then you're not going to be able to hear that.
no, it's cool. I like that gold gun. Oh! Get out.
You can hear him. That dude's talking back. He's communicating with his teammates.
There he's.
There's 7 teams left. 15 people alive.
Oh, hey. But you don't need that. Yeah. Okay.
Let him play.
I can hear people upstairs on this building I'm in.
I hear you guys.
They can't hear you, though. They can only hear him.
There's one right here to our left. There's one to our left.
See them talking up top?
Got him.
Oh, he didn't get him, did he? Nope. Got close to getting him, but not fully. That's what you did. Well, you got it. You got to finish that guy.
Come to me.
We got John Rambo on our team.
I mean, yeah, he's up top. He's in the circle. Let him play it. That guy's hurt now. He's doing a lot of damage. He can let the other team kill him. Everyone's getting to the rooftops.
Oh.
Good try.
Nice try, man. Good game, fellas. GG.
Dang, I'm so legit about that too.
Yeah. I got all my kids in the water. Swimming.
Ahora hay que ajustar tu sensibilidad porque te la subía a 15. Acá.
¿Qué onda?
Los compas.
You here, Gil? Are you here, Gil? Hello, Gil? Are you okay? I just want to make sure that I didn't get kicked out of the game without you. It's like right now you can choose a custom loadout because we're not actually playing the game, and then you'll have that to like practice with. Then you drop in with nothing and you find guns. No, you drop in with nothing. You drop in with a handgun. You find guns and then you loot up and then you go fight people. And then if you can find a loadout drop, you can then get a loadout box, drops from the sky, and then you can run to it and you can choose your loadout from it.
I seen that. I didn't.
That's what the loadout's mostly for. If you're playing like regular Call of Duty deathmatch, where it's like 5-on-5 and you're just respawning or something, then you get to choose different loadouts depending. You got basically different loadouts, and you choose every time that you spawn in. But in a battle royale, typically everyone is going to drop in with the same exact amount, same armor, same guns, same everything, so that nobody else has an advantage. And then once you land, boom, then it's like it's off to the races.
5 seconds to the release point.
Battle
Who wants to tag up? Who wants to tag up? I can do it.
Number one, Gelly. Unless he doesn't.
Mark it, boys.
Where's he marking?
I'll mark it. I'll mark it.
Anywhere.
We're gonna go right here.
What? That's way back behind us.
Fine, it don't matter.
Alright, cool. We're going back that way, I guess. Is anyone else coming with us? Number one ain't even playing, huh? Oh, you're going that way? Okay, alright, never mind. I thought. Alright.
I mean, there's like 4 people in here, so.
Yep. I already got people right here running.
¿Qué?
There's people right there, yeah.
Hey,
They're shooting across to your roof. They're shooting across to the roof that you're on right now. Yep, I wouldn't have gone there. Gil, you're landed on that roof or no? Oh, yep, that guy just left. I got a heli. I got a heli. That guy just left my roof for some reason.
Your squad mate has entered the gulag.
Why'd he do that?
We got guys on the gulag. Going down the stairs. Let's hold this building that we're in right here.
I'm not. I'm getting the helicopter and I'm going out. I got pushed hard. Is there shit down there? I can take this heli and I can come back down to you.
I'm with you.
Oh shit! Sorry. Hold on.
Oh, right. I hit him with a shotgun.
They're in.
You got this.
You got him, Gil?
Yeah, I got him.
You need me to come to you?
Hey, oh, they just killed us.
Alright, I'm gonna get my heli and get out. I'm getting my heli and getting out. I'll get you up if you guys.
You should have just stuck with us. Oh, I mean,
I did. I landed with you, and then I got on top of the roof because the guy was up there. But yeah, you guys either get out of the gulag or I'll go grab some money and I'll come.
Hey, ¿usted no puede escuchar o no?
Sí, lo que pasa es que mi esposa no es la primera jugando, discúlpeme.
Oh, ya. Yo tengo, mi amigo está jugando con nosotros, pero él solo habla inglés.
No hay problema. Yo juego muy bien, lo que pasa es que estoy tratando de explicarle cómo jugar y cuando ya se toma un poquito, pues podamos ganar un par de juegos.
Dale. Yo no sabía que me estaba hablando amigo.
¿Cómo tú saliste?
¿Cómo que es?
¿Tú lo mataste?
Hey, how?
Squad mates redeploying to the A.
¿Tú lo mataste?
Gas is inbound.
No te creas. ¿Lo mataste?
Sí, papi.
What the fuck? Mató el gulag, bro.
Hey, his lady's playing for the first time and she just got killed a guy in the gulag.
You got that fucking gulag.
Hell yeah, good job. Fuck yeah. That's a keeper.
Nice. Dice
There's
que
a lot of people there, man. Be careful.
Dice que esa es una buena.
Yep.
Got him. Yo también.
Where are you at, Gil? You need me to get you? I got 2100.
No, I just got.
Oh, here's the backpack thing that I said. I got the fucking whatever that thing is called. Where you
Mike,
like?
where's our team?
Well, there's. You're all with me. Oh yeah, you're all with me. Fuck yeah. All right, cool.
I don't know. Are we all together?
Yeah, we're all together.
You're yellow, right?
Yep. I got a sniper over here if you want it. I don't want it actually, but I'm taking it.
I want it.
Come get it then. Here.
I'm coming down. Let's protect this helicopter right here.
That's my helicopter I brought in.
Oh, it's in the.
You can pick it up, dude. It'll fly. Believe me. I left it right on the edge. Oh shit! The storm's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, then I can't. I didn't know the storm was coming.
Let me see. I guess right here.
I'm just moving. I'm moving. I'm gonna get in the car and move.
God, I'm gonna die because I was trying to pick up that sniper. You grabbed the sniper? Yeah, I'm down now. I'm dead because you gotta come get me, Mike.
I can't get you. You're in the storm. I'm not getting you in the storm, bro. I'll get you up.
Tagged.
I'll get you up out of the storm.
You're so dumb.
I'm dumb. You just went into the storm and died. How is that my problem? You didn't pay attention. So why would you run into it if you weren't gonna live?
I got you, bro. I got you.
God.
A few more dollars and we're good.
I've got enough money to get 2 people back right now. I'm fine. I'll get you back.
Give me, mommy. Diablo, me asustaste.
You just gotta fucking know how to play.
I do know how to play. You're the one who just literally ran into the storm and died.
I'm done listening to you, man.
Cool. There's a bunch of people over by me. They were coming on my backside.
Safe zone relocated.
¿Cómo que se coge hasta aquí?
Quédate con tu esposa. Ustedes dos solo sobrevivan, you know. Yo ya estamos bien. Yeah, ustedes dos quedan. Hey, Mike.
Yep.
Mike, no, él me tiene, no.
Oh, he's gonna get you? Okay.
Yeah. Hey, he's with his wife playing this their first time, so.
I know, I'm trying to get you.
Let me finish.
I got you up, Gil. I got you up.
Dude, listen.
Dude, I'm alert. I know what's happening. Someone knows where I'm at. I'm on someone's radar. I just got you in.
Alright, I'm staying the fuck on my own. Better just not talk to you.
Okay, because you not hear all the fire that's happening around us?
Look, all I'm saying is that his guy, they're staying together in their little team. You
Yep.
and I stick together in our little team. Or just,
Okay, I'm gonna try to come to you. I'm gonna try to come to you. I was gonna try and go to them and let you land on them, but okay. I'll come to you.
No, we're just staying on the edges here.
I'll come to you.
Stay on the edge because we gotta move forward on the edge of this.
Por ahí no bate con la X, creo.
There you go. Oh, I guess you're not that far in this thing. It feels, sometimes it feels like you're like in the complete opposite side.
I'm getting shot at.
I got people camping here somewhere.
Yeah, just try to drive out of there.
I am. I did. The point is, I need some. I can't come to you now.
No, but if you feel safe there, stay right there.
I'm safe where I'm at.
Get to you. Yeah, so stay there until this thing starts moving, then I'll move forward to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I'm
Obviously,
safe where I'm
you might
at.
have to fight it, but yeah, so lock that down. Get a good view and everything, and then we'll, you know.
Yep, I'm trying to get up top.
Thank you. There's a load out there. Oh, okay. All right, it's moving.
Part of your team is outside the safe zone.
I'm good where I'm at.
Gallina. Oh! What the freak, mete un tiro de gallina, a ver qué le pasa.
Alright, Mike, you see me?
I see you on the map, but yeah, I'm over here. I'm trying to get a little bit of scraps that are left over here.
I'm activating the... I might die from my mistake.
Vente, mami, vente.
¿A dónde va?
Mira para acá. Corre.
Oh, Mike, they heard me.
Vente, corre.
Mike, oh my God.
Corre.
You're that's some loser.
Claro, iba a tener que salir por ahí. No sé cómo, pero va a tener que salir por ahí. A derecha.
That's why I hate this game, Mike.
Te perdiste, mami. Te jodiste. Corre. Ah, te voy a poner esto más rápido, esto está muy lento. Yo te recojo ahora. Mira, que hay un pendejo.
I can get you back up, though, Gil. Oh, you're alive? Or you're not? You're dead?
But yeah, I just jumped off the building and some guy almost ran to me in the air, and then when I landed, he shot me in the back.
Are you out completely now?
Yeah.
Gas is closing in.
No, I mean, you can give me back 4,000.
I got both of you back.
Perfect.
Don't tell me I never did anything. Don't tell me I'm not good at the game.
Here, I'll do it on the game, so I don't have to say it out loud.
I'm staying right here.
you? Okay, yeah, that's what I would do.
I'm on the floor. I'm just hanging out.
Mami, ¿no te vayas para la tormenta?
I really don't have that much money left, but yeah, if I was you, I would go to this building. If you guys can get to that building,
Listen, man.
loot that up, or whatever you're doing, fine.
You don't worry about them. They're doing their thing together over there. We're just, you and I need to stick
There's
together.
There's only you and me.
Let me finish. Hey, Mike, let me finish the statement. I'm sticking to the edge of this thing. Radiation. Yeah, sucker.
Yo, get ready for another team to be coming in. That guy probably's not alone.
I'm trying to. I got no.
Did you get his guns? Did you take his guns at least?
He doesn't have any guns.
Okay, then let's go up here. Let's go up here. You ready?
Gente por ahí, bebé.
Yep.
Move all you can. Get up in there. Find a gun in there. Then we'll move out to the right, back into the circle. There's got to be a gun somewhere in here. There's guns in here. Come in here. Come in here. There's a big box, red box here.
Where? Coming.
Another box down here. Another gun here. Ammo. Get over here. Hack contracts to earn cash.
Where?
Hack contract phones to secure cash payments.
There's some shit back here, down here, if you want.
Yeah, I want it. I'm in here searching.
Okay. It's a box right here. We're gonna have to get out of here, though.
Oh, we gotta get out.
I don't know how to get out now. I'm
You're
trapped.
doing good right there.
I'm trapped. Oh, here, this door right here, Exit.
Follow me.
We're good here. We're good here. We're good here. Stay in this room. Just don't talk too much, because they'll hear us. We're good here. We're down low. We're good. Are you here, Gil? Where'd you go, Gil? You're in the storm. Are you in the storm or not?
Now it's a ghost town. Gas is moving in.
Are you gonna be able to get out? Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the car. I'm outside.
Supply crates have been restocked. Load up. Friendly loadout drop on the way.
I'm just gonna wait and see what happens.
Yeah, 9K. Those are good. 4K.
I want to go to that loadout, Mike.
I'm gonna go try and buy our guys back.
Time is limited. Hack those phones.
I got 7 kills. What the frick?
I'm getting shot.
Right there. You're right. Behind you, right there. I got one of you.
Where?
Oh, he didn't see you. Just leave him alone. Just revive me. I got it.
Watch out, they tried to revive somebody. Oh,
Good
God.
shit. Get up on him, yeah, good shit.
I got him. Oh, I got the kill, but I just died. But I fucking got them up. I got them up.
Bro.
I got them up. Oh, someone landed on me. Someone landed right here on me. Careful. There's a guy right here. He must have come back. He must have had a respawn. No, I'm dead. I'm gonna die. This guy literally on me. Do not come to me. Do not come to me. I'm gonna die. It's fine.
I made a mistake.
This guy's.
There you go. Oh. Got him.
There's no buy stations, guys?
No, man, you gotta stay alive. You guys gotta just hold it down.
Holy crap!
Oh, there's somebody by you guys. Some little kid.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Oh, look at this, Mike.
What?
Esta es la primera vez que ustedes han jugado juntos.
Look at what?
Yeah.
Hey, our team,
Shoot that guy. Shoot that. Oh, nice try. Nice try.
I saw the laser, bro. I didn't see him. I only saw him because I saw the laser.
That's what I saw, and I looked up in the corner. I was like, oh, that's a guy.
Fuck. I would have.
He just wasn't moving. He was just a still fucking statue there for a minute.
Wow, bro.
Good game, man. I thought
You're too pretty today. Go put a sweatshirt on. Everyone sees how pretty Milena looks today, and you look at me, you're like, what the fuck? And you get mad, and I get yelled at. You want to hear something funny? And this is kind of sad.
Yeah.
If me and Milena did end up breaking up ever, and I had to actually, find another girlfriend, God forbid.
That's something you put a lot of thought into?
No.
You sure about it?
No, because you're not going anywhere. What I would do is, I'd actually start getting a haircut and start working out.
So why can't you do that for me?
Because I already have you.
Stop.
You're
Gil? Hello? 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 Gil? Hello? Hello, is Gil there?
Mike, I'm playing DMC. I'm playing DMC now, man.
Are you already in DMZ?
No. I just in whatever this is. I haven't even looked up.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go then. I don't really want to play DMZ. Unless you need me.
Alright.
You need me to do a mission?
That's fine. Yeah, but we need to accomplish my last couple missions.
Alright, fine, I'll do one mission with you. I
open.
fucking hate that game, but I'll do one mission with you. Let me see if I can make you the party leader somehow.
I mean, you should do 2 missions.
No.
That's the 2 missions. I mean,
Promote. Alright, you're the party leader. Now you get to choose the fucking thing. You see that, Gil? Choose whatever. Let me know when it's let me know when it's time to go.
Mike?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello, Gil.
Mike.
Yeah, Gil, hello. I can see my mic moving. Hello, Gil. Hey, Gil. Hello, Gil. Hello, Gil, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, well then why did you just... Mike, can you hear me? I'm about to put it on push to talk though so I can watch something while we do this because this is stupid. So, don't get mad that I'm putting it on push to talk.
You're just there.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
It's on. Let's go.
Yeah, Hemlock. I go Hemlock.
Welcome back to Paul's Tech News, the weekly show where I consume only the choicest and most succulent tidbits of PC hardware-related tidings from the past 7 days, and then unceremoniously regurgitate them to all of you as sort of a tech news slurry, a mechanized motherboard milkshake, if you will, that can be consumed at your leisure. Cheers. So naturally, the biggest news on everyone's mind is, where has Paul been? I know. It's like I'm not even on YouTube anymore, and the weekly tech news hasn't been so weekly of late. The answer, Hawaii. I had a trip planned in 2020 that got rescheduled.
Yeah,
had a good time with family and all. Fortunately, nothing notable happened while I was away, so now it's back to the grind. So I can inform you all about exciting stuff like the embarrassing RTX 4060 Ti 16GB launch, TSMC delaying their US-based fab due to a lack of US-based talent, and the largest and most powerful SSD ever created.
That's why I put your talk on.
Tubes, it's time for tech news. Today's video was brought to you by Thermaltake's CTE series cases, the C750 Air and C750 TG. CTE stands for Centralized Thermal Efficiency, and the 90-degree rotated motherboard mount, heat chamber design, and 3 included 140mm CT140 fans ensure that your PC parts stay cool and quiet no matter what hardware you install. The C750 Air maximizes airflow with extensive ventilation, while the C750 TG provides an additional 4mm tempered glass front panel, and both support up to EATX-sized motherboards. For more Thermaltake's CTE series cases, click the sponsor link in the video description. When a new GPU launches, it's typically big news in the tech world, and a flurry of benchmark tests and full reviews hit the feeds as soon as the embargo lifts. So perhaps you missed it when the RTX 4060 Ti 16 gig launched on Tuesday, because none of those things happened. It's almost as if
off the coast of Florida. Hungry sharks could be feasting on bales of cocaine fished by drug smugglers off the coast of Florida. A new documentary shows how some sharks, which usually avoid humans, came straight at the film crew during a dive. They appeared to be swimming erratically. You notice how she's swimming? Yeah. The film also conducted experiments which showed lemon sharks going crazy over floating bales of fake cocaine. Last month alone, the US Coast Guard fished almost 150 million pounds worth of cocaine out of the sea near Miami. This new research was only conducted over a few days, and scientists
I'm waiting for whatever you're doing.
sharks are actually eating.
What we're doing so that we can get, you know.
What is taking so long? Why are we in a game?
So, man, I want to make sure that you understand what's going on.
Oh, what you're saying.
NVIDIA is embarrassed and painfully.
I hope you can go watch my stream back so you can hear how you sound on my end.
Performance, particularly given its $500 price tag. $100 more than the RTX 4060 Ti 8 gig, a card that was already put through the ringer by tech media due to how little it offered in terms of actual performance, even with its $400 price tag. NVIDIA, for their part, seems to have no plans to alter the prices or positioning of their 40 series GPUs, despite how obvious it is that they are squeezing gamers for every possible dime they can get. Instead, they're now just hoping people won't notice the new cards that come out so they can escape the duly warranted criticism. There is no Founders Edition 4060 Ti 16 gig. There were no samples seeded to reviewers by NVIDIA, and even board partners had nothing to offer those who asked. Even if they did, it wouldn't have mattered since NVIDIA didn't provide a working driver until after the supposed launch date. And did it even launch? You'd be hard-pressed to find one here in the US several days later. Newegg has 0 listings. Even these $600-ish ones are the 8 gig version. I did find one. There's this douchebag marketplace vendor trying to charge $800 for one, sold and shipped by 5C Go. Here's an idea. How about you 5C Go yourself? The real reason for the launch shadiness became evident as some units got into the hands of reviewers after launch. Like when MSI showed on their Insider Weekly livestream Wednesday, the 4060 Ti 16 gig can actually be slower than the 8 gig version, a video that is now set to private, presumably due to cowardice. But then Steve at Hardware Unboxed posted an actual review early Friday morning, and yes, if the $400 4060 Ti 8 gig was laughably bad,
why are you doing that, Gil? You're an
version is simply insulting to you and your entire family going back many
Gil, I'm gonna fucking leave if you do that. What is going on? Put push to talk on if you want to play music in the background.
Memory hungry games, 1440p, but only a marginal overall uplift in frame rates.
You're annoying. You're playing music into my ears for some reason.
A horribly priced graphic.
I'm on a fucking stream. You can't play copyrighted shit. Dude, do you understand that I'm streaming? If you put copyrighted shit, I'm gonna get a DMCA.
It's looking pretty certain that Intel has a Raptor Lake refresh planned that they'll be calling 14th Gen Core, as I discussed in the last episode of Tech News. And what a surprise! Just as I predicted, we're probably looking at essentially the same CPUs as 13th Gen Core, with some binning and some tweaking done so they can hit clock speeds that are 100 to 200 megahertz faster. Twitter leaker Momomo_US shared a benchlife.info article Tuesday that claims to have the specs for the K-SKU flagships, with Core i9 14900K, i7 14700K, and i5 14600K listed. These are definitely still rumors, but if true, the 14th gen chips will have 125 watt TDPs and maintain compatibility with LGA 1700 motherboards, presumably with a BIOS update. The 14700K is the only chip with an updated core configuration, going from 8 to 12 E-cores for 28 threads total, and all 3 CPUs whose specs were shown hit peak turbo frequencies that are 200 megahertz faster than their 13th gen counterparts. As has been typical with Intel CPU launches late in the year, we'll probably see these 3 K-SKUs as well as their KF variants without iGPUs launch sometime around October, with the more mainstream CPUs in the stack with lower core counts and TDPs going up for sale in early 2024. I do find it harder to get excited about refresh launches like these, but hey, I had some leftover mac and cheese for a late night snack last night, and that was pretty good. So maybe warmed over Raptor Lake won't be too horrible either. TSMC was supposed to be on track to spin up their first U.S.-based chip factory, subsidized by the CHIPS Act, in late 2024. But on Thursday, they said that delays will push that into 2025, and those delays are happening because of stupid, fat, lazy Americans. I might be paraphrasing a bit, but pushing the opening of the $40 billion factory back due to an insufficient amount of skilled workers, as a TSMC spokesperson told Ars Technica, sure sounds like they're doing their best to pin the blame on anyone but themselves. There are multiple factors at play, of course, such as the U.S. government, who would prefer to show timely results coming from the CHIPS Act, the Biden administration, who would like to tout job creation, TSMC, who wants to spend as little money as possible on the whole deal, and the skilled workers themselves, who do exist but would prefer to be properly compensated for their work. Already there are tensions between U.S.-based union workers and TSMC management, who have brought in as many as 500 more workers from Taiwan to assist, but drawing the line between what assistance is required to get the job done and where TSMC is simply undercutting U.S.-based workers in favor of cheaper
What am I
labor
supposed to be doing right now?
Has been a challenging task. There are many eyeballs watching the progress, though, so geopolitical snafus...
I'm right here. I'm waiting for you to do something.
No further delays, so cutting-edge domestic chip production can get underway ASAP. Speaking of things that need to be completed ASAP, it's time for tech briefs.
I'm literally getting attacked over here in the building.
I've spent too long on this transition already. Solidigm introduced a new product to make us all self-conscious about our size this week. The size of our solid-state drives, that is, which range from woefully inadequate to self-destructive upon the mere mention of the Steam Summer Sale. Featured on this, a 61 terabyte SSD, enough to store your games and your porn, called the Solidigm D5 P5336. It even sports up to 7 gigabytes per second read speeds, despite using SK Hynix's inexpensive 3D QLC NAND, but note the U.2, U.3, or E1.L interface, as you probably won't be able to just drop this into your gaming PC. Here's another entry in the saga of the crypto mining boom of the early 2020s. Counterfeit GPU operations are still underway, and Chinese authorities from the Binchain district in Binzhou City have arrested 22 lawless thugs in the latest video card bust. Approximately $2 million worth of cards were recovered when a small warehouse was raided. The cards had been stripped from mining rigs and were being cleaned and repackaged to be sold as new. And this is an unfortunate reality for PC gamers who are on the lookout for a deal on what is usually the most expensive component in their PC. GPU deals that look too good to be true are often sourced from such illicit operations. Surely these racketeers will learn their lesson in Chinese prison. Intel recently announced that their cute little Nook PCs, the tiny ones that are so very adorable, will be taken out back and given the shotgun treatment, so to speak. Intel isn't going to make them anymore. So, sorry, Nook lovers. But before they pulled the trigger, they asked if their partners might want to take in the little Nooks, and Asus has stepped up first by obtaining a non-exclusive license to produce the diminutive computers. Of course, being Asus, they didn't want to start with just a tiny box. No, they'd gone and announced an updated RG Gooch? How the fuck do you pronounce that? Anyway, the new version has RGB, of course, as well as a 13900KF and a GeForce RTX 40 series GPU in a 10-liter case. And it's still, somehow, kind of cute. Maybe Gatooch is like Gucci Gucci Goo. You know, like you'd say a little baby. So cute. Gucci 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 Gucci.
That's a pretty good one right there.
Where?
I hope you don't use most of that yet. He's so cute. He's so cute. Lastly, the most important part of today's tech news is an update on me. What has been going on? I have talked about a transition and my moving and all, but not many recent updates. Basically, all that stuff is happening. Construction, the moving of lots of stuff, remodeling, and all the stress and excitement that comes along with it. And yes, I have been recording stuff and documenting it, but I hope you'll bear with me and my lack of uploads for just a little while longer. I wanted to show all the work in an interesting way, which meant waiting until a lot of it was done before getting videos out. So very soon I'll kick off the new series, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. Until then, I will be continuing this weekly Sunday Tech News series with a few other videos here and there as well. And for those who are attending, I will also be at LTX next weekend in Canada, July 29th to 30th. So if you see me there, you should walk up to me and say hello. We can have an awkward little conversation for a few minutes. I'm really looking forward to it. For real, though, I am. But I'm out of time for this video, so there you have it, guys. Tech news for the week. And if you liked it, click that like button or leave me a comment down below. While you're down there, all the articles I talked about today are linked in the description if you're interested. And don't forget to check out my store at paulshardware.net for high-quality merchandise, t-shirts, hoodies.
I want underneath so I can survive.
Subscribing to my channel is always a good call, too. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective fire.
Crimea is heating up with another supply depot going up in smoke, and Zelensky has declared that the Crimean Bridge is a legitimate military target. Let's go ahead and get started with today's Ukraine update. With no reported changes to the front lines from any of the sources I'm seeing, let's just quickly run through what is going on across all the fronts. Russians are putting combat pressure on the very north end and along the Svatova-Kamina line, and yet have reported no changes in the last 24 hours from either Ukrainian or Russian sources. There is hard fighting going on, both sides acknowledge that, but there is no indication that either side has made progress on the north end. The Ukrainians continue to push north and south of Bakhmut, both in Klishchiivka and north of there, trying to take on the road. There were some indications that there were marginal gains by them towards the highway in that northern section. However, nothing that is showing up on maps yet. Klishchiivka remains a hotly contested part just south of Bakhmut, but no changes are reported. Russians are still trying to push hard in Avdiivka with no additional changes, and they are pushing in this whole area around Donetsk city. It appears that they're trying to create an opening there. However, the Ukrainians are still holding the lines pretty much across the board. Marginal gains are reported near Priyutny and Staromayorsk today. Nothing big enough to show on the map yet, but there are reports of small gains. Same with Robotny, but there was a report that the Ukrainians had again advanced just a little bit. Pianikatki saw some action, but again, it looks like the Ukrainians are actually trying to outflank the Russian fortifications in the area, and they may in fact bypass them entirely and go in behind the lines in that section. And the Antonovsky Bridge had an interesting comment from one source.
What do you want me to do up here?
There was news
I see you. I'm above you, Gil.
Negative for the Russians, but he was not going to talk about it yet. So I'm looking forward to see what's going on Antonovsky Bridge over the next day or so. See if something comes out. It'll be interesting to see if something is actually happening in that area beyond just the marginal gains that they have been gaining so far. A successful strike on an ammunition depot in central Crimea resulted in the closure of the Kerch Strait Bridge and the evacuation of citizens within a 5-kilometer radius.
What do you need me to do, Gil? Here.
Continue to be pounded for a fourth night in a row.
I'm trying to hold everyone off of you, but you just seem to stay in the same spot
situation
for this fight. I don't know what to do at this point.
It started off with the
Gil, what do you want me to do right now? I keep holding people up, and you just keep staying in the same spot.
An attempted raid by drones on infrastructure facilities in the Krasnovardy district. According to him, relevant services are working on the spot to eliminate possible consequences. As you can see here, we've already got videos of smoke and fire going on in that area.
I'm killing a random guy over here.
Of the situation looks like quite the column of smoke going up there, and a lot of response vehicles moving quickly to get into the area. The Kyiv Independent added a little bit more information.
Well, then go do the missions. Then why are you standing in the same spot for the whole time?
Some people reported secondary detonations occurring, and in fact, they confirmed that it was due to a drone strike in Crimea. They did state that nobody was injured. Then they decided that an evacuation of everybody within a 5-kilometer radius was required. This indicates that it's a difficult fire and situation to get under control, and they're expecting a lot of those munitions to be cooking off over the next while. In related news, traffic over the Crimea Bridge was stopped for the second time today, this time due to this attack. The traffic has been reported to have been resumed. Possibly related to the war, but there's been no clear information on that. The Kyiv Post reports that a fire has broken out
I'm getting hit by this helicopter that you had chasing you, that for some reason started chasing me.
And of course, you can see the smoke plume right there. No further word just yet. We'll be following up on that if we find out additional information. Due to these additional drone strikes, the Crimean Bridge was closed for some time. Initially, an earlier strike had closed it for a short period. Then it was reclosed during this second attack. The rail system was also closed down, so the Russians are certainly responding each time now that there are attacks. BBC News reported that it was definitely associated with the fuel depot hit that happened earlier, and the closure involved both rail and passenger vehicle traffic. The Crimean Bridge remains at very light passenger traffic because of the damage in the recent strike, which left the bridge unable to sustain significant weight on two sections. President Zelensky weighed in on the Crimea Bridge, calling it a legitimate military target that feeds ammunition for war. The rail and road bridge, which was constructed by Russia and came into service in 2018, was not just a logistical road, according to Zelensky. This is the route used to feed the war with...
I'm fucking trying! You not see me getting shot every different direction? You put me into somewhere where you weren't even gonna go! I don't understand why you had me go run over here when that's not even what your mission was!
International laws and all applicable norms.
Now I'm fighting someone and you're asking me to come pick you up because you died again. I picked you up. I picked you guys up in the fucking battle royale like 5 different times. I went and bought you guys back. All I did was buy you guys back in the last games.
Dmitry from War Translated added some additional context to the information that's come out today about a Russian reporter by the name of Rostislav Zuralev who was killed in the Zaporizhia region. He, his crew, and several other reporters were filming the operation of multiple launched rocket system units in the area. Russian blogger Zivov stated that the guys were working on the material...
There's no such thing as select on my fucking PC, Gil. How many times I had to tell you that?
Hit by a counter battery strike with cluster...
You're talking about like RB, and right trigger and stuff. It's like, it doesn't make sense, Gil. Figure it out.
The enemy drones fly almost with impunity, even in our near rear. They have the ability to track...
I'm not the one talking about RB to someone playing on PC.
Part of this war, wherein artillery units are targeted specifically for destruction.
I do know how to do all that shit. I don't know why you're the one who's telling me to use select.
Near Piatikaki, one of the hottest parts of the southern Zaporizhia lines. Other sources pointed out that not only was Zuralev killed in counter-battery fire, but other employees of TASS, Rossiya, and Ria Novosti were all injured in this event. Two sappers were killed in the Bryansk region, with a third one being wounded. While
I also have my own mission to do, but yeah, I guess I'm just here for you and all of what Gil wants. Yep, cool.
Were blown up during
no, I know what you're saying. You just need, why don't you do everything for you, Gil?
Two of them died on the spot. One was hospitalized in the Trubchevskaya Central District Hospital. This incident took place yesterday evening near the village.
In life, what are you talking about? You're the one who's all about yourself. Ask yourself that. Guy who lives with a fucking some random woman's fucking mom, and then that tells me how that's gonna work out in life. Give me a break. I don't have a kid that I don't see that is fucking getting taken away from me by the court. I think my life is okay, Gil. Maybe you should evaluate that statement for yourself before you try to insult someone else. Get thrown back in your face.
Serious about getting that area mined and preventing further attacks to that area from Russian partisans supported by Ukraine. From the Kyiv Independent, Warsaw is not letting...
That makes you a man because you have a son that you don't take care of, that you don't see and you don't take care of, and you're not around. Cool, great manship there, Gil. I wonder why you act that way.
The study of war mentioned quite a bit about the great deal and the situation with it.
You don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? My dog? What are you talking about? Gil, you've had your son for less than a year. She lives. You don't even have custody. You don't even have custody. Shut the fuck up. You're ignorant. You don't even have your own house to go to. The court would look at you and be like, you don't even own your own place. What are you gonna bring him to some random girl's mom's house? Gil, shut the fuck up. Gil, I don't have to go to court. You're the one who has to go to court that put yourself in that situation. I'm fine with my life.
From the West, Russia knows that if they have to renegotiate...
No, it sounds like you don't have it sounds like you're trying to throw something at me and then got it thrown back in your face and now you're salty.
The fact that they're continuing to signal their willingness to change the terms of the deal seems to indicate that Russia really did not want...
What do you mean? You don't take care of your kid. You're playing Call of Duty right now. What are you talking about?
Seem to indicate that Putin might be trying to sow intra-NATO and Ukraine-NATO conflict.
Yeah, you have to do that because you didn't put yourself in a situation where you didn't have to do that. Hello? Figure it out, Gil. You're self-owning right now. No, normal people don't have to go through the court system to keep their kids. Normal people don't have to do that, Gil. Figure it out.
To just continue the war.
What is that? What does this have to do with my mom? You think you having a child? You having a child has something to do with my mom? What the fuck's wrong with you? Why would you bring my mom up?
Return to normal.
You sound dumb. You sound dumb because you're talking about why you have to go to court to get your kid. You shouldn't have to go to court. You shouldn't have to go to court to get your kid. Figure it out.
Tremendous boost to to Ukraine's front.
How am I a lonely man? You're sitting on Call of Duty with me right now. Lonely man. You have a kid and you're not even around him. Give me a break. What is having more money than me then? Dude, you don't even have a fucking, you don't even have a license. How many DUIs do you have? You don't even have a house. You don't have a house. You got no assets. You have nothing to show. You're a 50-year-old man. What do you mean you make more money than me? Shut the fuck up. You sound so dumb right now. You sound ignorant. You can't even afford, you don't have your own car. You don't have your own house. You don't even have custody of your kid. But you're telling me that I have a problem? Shut the fuck up.
Kilometers with most of the pipes very similar.
What do you mean? You own a car? You own a car right now?
They're even in some pumping stations.
I'm 40 years old. What are you talking about?
That the people of
you go out drinking and you're 50. You go out and get hangovers and spend all the money that you have on booze. So much so that you get DUIs and you're 50 years old.
Not just the Ukrainians has behind them the support of free peoples all.
What do you mean I make drugs in my house? That makes no sense. What drugs do I make in my house?
And freedoms, their rights.
What do you mean I make Molly and take Molly? What are you talking about? You smoke weed all the time and you were out drinking alcohol last night. Those are drugs, you idiot.
End off with this super cute video of a Ukrainian soldier.
What? So you weren't smoking weed with me last weekend?
Of puppies to heal and get in line with his military formation.
No, I think that you just can't face reality is what's happening. You can't face the reality of your own life.
Military formation. That said, it is tremendously cute.
What do you mean I'm ashamed of my life? You're the one who's ashamed, bro. You're too ignorant to not even be ashamed of the way that you live. That's what's so funny. You're not even ashamed of the way that you live. That's how it's fucked up.
Algorithm. And if you enjoyed our Ukraine war updates and our geopolitical content, please subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our videos. You have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next video.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day.
Hilarious.
So in the past, there's been concern when it comes to ad blockers that we may be coming to the end of ad blocking on the internet with Manifest v3 coming out. Manifest v3 was a new way of dealing with extensions inside Chrome and Chromium-based web browsers. It is claimed that the whole point of Manifest v3 versus Manifest v2 is to improve the security and privacy of the browsing experience by placing limitations on what extensions can do and how it can access your data. And the reality of how this worked is that it made it a lot more difficult for ad blockers to do their job. So there are arguments that this is technically more secure, but when the company that is driving the decision is a company whose primary business is based on selling advertisements, and this new framework for running extensions in the browser makes it more difficult to block ads, you really kind of have to wonder why it's being done and who benefits and who doesn't benefit from this decision being.
Even his water bottle is color matched with his setup.
Man, I can't deal with that type of shit anymore.
This seems safe. Okay, a few weeks ago, I'm browsing Facebook Marketplace and I stumble across this. A once top-of-the-line NetApp storage appliance that would have cost around $100,000 new for $5 grand. And it gets even better. We lowballed them, offering just $1,000, and they said yes. That's how desperate they were to get rid of this thing. Which raises some interesting questions, like, why? Does it even work? I didn't follow my own advice and actually power it on before we carted it away, so for all I know, it's completely dead. And even if it's not dead, is it so slow by modern standards that it really is only worth 1% of what they originally paid for it? Is there some way that we could de-proprietaryify this thing and roll it as commodity storage hardware? We're going to have the answers to those questions and more after this message from our sponsor.
Unbounce. Engage your audience with beautiful, high-performing marketing campaigns in just a few minutes with Unbounce's AI-powered landing page builder. Unbounce on over to the link below and get up to 35% off.
For those who missed part one of our adventure, let's take a quick look at what we've got here. A NetApp storage appliance is not that dissimilar to the kind of NAS that you would build for yourself, just everything about it is enterprise grade. Instead of having a single box that contains everything though, it's split up So we've got this box here that contains our brain or our controller for the appliance, and then this particular configuration has 4 24-bay disk shelves, which are, as the name implies, shelves that hold disks. These ones in particular have 600 gigabyte, 15,000 RPM SAS drives in them, and then just power supplies at the back in order to power them. But here's the thing. A hard drive is not very useful without a data connection. But remember how I said these were SAS? You can think of SAS kind of like the enterprise big brother of SATA. And each of these drives is connected to a backplane inside our disk shelf that is then connected to our controller through an external cable. Those of you who have been paying very close attention will know that this is almost exactly like our mother vault circuit. Keyword being almost. Unlike the mother vault, which only has a single controller because it doesn't host mission-critical data, this is designed for what's called high availability, which means that no matter what in this configuration fails, there should be something ready to pick up the slack immediately so that there's no interruption to your business. And it starts with, of course, the controller box, which contains not one, but actually 2 separate servers, each of which needs to be connected to every single one of these JBODs. See, like that? Then there's the JBODs themselves, which contain redundant power supplies, so I could literally rip this out mid-operation and it would keep working. Contain redundant controllers, so I could have a controller failure and every drive in there would still work, and even have 2 separate cables. With all that, waste pricing, and not just because of its age. You see, NetApp locks down their systems so that you can only use them with drives that have customized NetApp firmware. And I'm sure they'll tell you that this is for your own benefit in some way, but the real reason they do this is to ensure that you won't be able to take advantage of the ever-falling pricing of commodity hard drives, and you will have to pay the NetApp tax forever. With that said though, if we abandon the NetApp controller, which frankly isn't very performant or power efficient these days anyway, we should be able to...
I didn't even hear about that one, Linus. Sorry, buddy. Thank you. Server bullshit to your server ass.
Alright, so listen, we got Colleen and the frickin' thing again. I keep being like, girl, stop talking so I can move on. But you guys can't be mad at me, right? Like, I mean, come on. Yeah, you guys eat it up. And frankly, I love it too. But this gets a little embarrassing. I have to keep putting in the title every time. But I'd be a fool not to. Okay, so actually, here's a follow-up from our coverage. And this is actually pro Colleen Ballinger. In fact, I was thinking about titling this Colleen Ballinger's 100% Innocent. Was that too dicey? Yeah. It's true in this case. Mm-hmm. So we did a test because Colleen's lawyers and her were claiming that she never went and claimed people's videos. And so we said, okay, we can find out if that's true or not. So Dan went on CD Baby and he's like, I'm going to claim one of your songs. There's zero proof, zero evidence, random information. So we went to the site, put in totally unidentified information, and then we said, we own this song by Ethan Klein. And guess what?
Wait. To be clear, just to be fair to CD Baby, it wasn't totally random. I just used your information, but nothing that isn't publicly known. Like just your name, general info about you.
I don't even know that they even care. You could have just said your name and your birthday, and they'd be like, cool.
Right, and it wouldn't matter because I could have just put in Colleen's name and put up the Colleen song and pretended I was her.
Well, we don't know if they actually care about that info or not, though.
Yeah, but I'm just that was the way I went about it. I put in that I am Ethan Klein and this is my song.
So last night I got an email from YouTube. Is it in here? Should be. You guys not?
The claim?
Yeah.
The claim is in the next one.
And the drum roll. Check this shit I got. I got claimed because of that shit. Can you believe how dumb that is? So I gotta say, I think this 100% acquits Colleen.
Yeah, see, it says you were claimed by Ethan Klein.
That's insane. Like, I don't know how something... And I gotta say, Colleen got a lot of shit for this. And I don't think she did anything.
Right. She's...
Clearly not the worst thing she's been accused of in the
yeah,
past few
I feel like...
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Just you didn't claim your horrible song that you did actually write and perform and post.
Not that big of a deal.
Right.
Fair, in the scope of things. But what I do... Well, it's the one thing their lawyer seems to care about. But the one thing I'll say is... CD Baby... They need to be held to account for this. You know why they call it CD Baby? It's not CD, it's like seedy. Like a seedy bar. Shady Baby. That's a pretty good play on words, don't you think?
CD Baby, I see.
It's Shady Baby.
Okay.
I was stunned by this, frankly. Stunned. And we thought, oh, maybe they got wise after the calling thing. Claimed my fucking video. Oh, and here's the best part. You can't drop it. If this happens, you cannot drop it. They says the quickest way is just dispute it through YouTube. So if this happens, you have to wait 30 days for this dumb shit to be cleared.
And you're just relying on, I guess, a CD Baby employee taking a look at it?
I don't think so. I think it just expires. If nobody responds, it gets released after 30 days.
I see.
So it doesn't even have a human touch anywhere.
Yeah, I was shocked. I thought for sure, because, in your account on there, it gives you the option of do you want to sync your stuff with YouTube and collect revenue from there, which basically means they start claiming on your behalf. I figured there would be some sort of dashboard or interface where you could see the claims. No, it's completely out of your control, out of the artist's control.
And what's interesting is you didn't put any payment information or anything. So CD Baby is collecting the revenue for this to somewhere.
Right.
Taking the money somewhere.
Right. Yeah, I guess theoretically I would get paid out if I finish the process of giving them tax info to pay me and everything.
This is a real problem. And I just, here's my dispute. Hey, dumbass, this is my song. Proof of ownership. That's my proof of ownership. Like, I don't know what to do about this, but this is stunning that in this year, 2023 on YouTube, this is a thing. Like, can I just go claim a Taylor Swift song? Claimed by Ethan Klein.
So here's the thing. There was... So when you go to publish it, and you type in a name, like I typed in Ethan Klein or whatever, and it gave me a number of existing accounts on Apple Music and Spotify, yada yada, and if I wanted to apply it to that. And then there was like a review process. If it was somebody like Taylor Swift or something, I'm sure they have it blacklisted that like random people can't.
So I gotta try to find the most famous person that's not blacklisted and steal every one of their songs.
Right. Well, no, and see, you didn't have, I guess, an Ethan Klein Spotify account. You do have some of your music on Spotify, but it's listed as The Jokes or something, right?
Yes.
So it just created one and threw it.
So you own the Ethan Klein
I own
library.
Your library.
Thanks, bro. I'm suing you, by the way. You'll be served soon. I know where you live.
But yeah, it seems very not totally thought out, this whole process. And frankly, I mean, I'm sure you agree, but it seems like it's just as much of a YouTube problem as it is CD Baby. YouTube just makes it so easy for people to get away with this.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, okay.
Like that they could just come in and claim something without any proof
They need. I think both parties need to be looking at this seriously.
Yeah.
I think YouTube needs to be looking seriously at these huge mega claimers.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is YouTube really, they're complying with laws. There is a DMCA law, there's a claiming law that allows websites like YouTube to exist where people post content. So I blame them less than CD Baby.
Okay.
Fuck you, CD Baby. CD Baby. Here is, I hope Colleen sues them, man. That'd be great. Do it for us. Do something good for us. You know? That'd be a dub. It wouldn't really help, though, would it? No.
Not with the child grooming, I don't think. But
she's only groomed her cat.
the Persian cat.
Oh, you know, somebody just pointed something out in the chat that I just realized. Remember, you listened to that fans music on your member stream recently.
Right.
And then it like auto-claimed, and you kept asking her to remove it. She was like, I'm trying. I now seeing what it's like, I understand why she wasn't able to get that taken care of. It seems like their process is crap. Like,
but if she can't help that they're claiming my stuff, how am I supposed to ever watch their content or anybody?
you are agree, right? Yeah, it's like there's no, even if you wanted to whitelist, it said that you just have to kind of do it manually, get in contact with somebody at CD Baby.
The other distribution platforms allow you to check whether you want it claimed on YouTube. So
well, there was
CD
that option
Baby
here too,
yeah.
But it was an all or nothing thing. It was either it's on and they claim everything, or you just turn it off and it doesn't touch YouTube at all.
I know
the two options.
The one I use, you are able to whitelist certain.
Okay, I mean,
which one is that? Let's plug them.
DistroKid.
That's DistroKid. Okay.
Distro.
There you go. They got a better system.
Yeah.
Kid. Here. Disputing, releasing, and handling monetization yourself. When to contact YouTube. The best and quickest way to have CD Baby release a claim is to dispute the claim within your YouTube account. Thanks. You mean you do nothing. This link shows you exactly how the process works and the steps you take within YouTube. Bro, you're stealing my money and just taking it into nothing. It's shocking. It's shocking. So that kind of blew me away. So, there you go, Colleen. Eat your heart out.
Have you guys seen those, like, horny chefs? Have you seen these? I have not seen that! I've only seen the ones that, like, flex and spank the dough.
The thing is...
I've seen the ones that, like, flex and spank the dough.
The thing is...
For some reason, it's almost shocking. It's like, oh, a little bit of a jump scare. Well, it's done now, right? Those actually look. Oh! It's not.
Fingering it and winking at
it.
For me.
It feels like you watch porn or something.
Totally.
Like guilty. Yeah, it's like, how am I gonna... God.
I do have to say, the Cinnamons looked perfect. Did they not? Like, look, they look so symmetrical. I literally, I fucking cannot. They looked really good, though. Like, that's impressive. This one I don't like. The papaya, I don't want to see. I don't want to see the papaya. Ew! That's not hygienic, bro. Back to the video. Yeah, I didn't get that either.
He does that in a lot of them.
But why?
It just makes it more horny. It's just a horny thing to do.
Sorry. More gross. Like, why was that the most replayed part? looking at that. I don't know what happened. I feel gross drinking water and watching this at the same time. You know what I mean?
No, no. That last shot is always so funny.
The last shot is so
It's literally a half second that he was going like this.
Oh, okay, the ice actually looks nice. Is it irresponsible of me to react to this? I think it might be. Like, I think that went a little too far. The ones that I saw were not that bad. Oh my Jesus Christ. Anyways, they're none of these. The only ones I've seen, it's when they, like, slap the...
The EVGA tribute wall. You guys have seen this in the background. Got some of my favorite Kingpin GPUs that I've been collecting. With all the rumors about EVGA going out of business are true, I better hurry up with the tribute build here. It's going to turn into a memorial. The Landcool 216 mid-tower case from Lee & Lee offers a host of premium features without the premium price tag. Modular motherboard placements allow for either a higher or lower position to accommodate optimal air cooler and water cooling configurations, ensuring the most room possible. And the pre-installed dual 160mm front fans and 140mm exhaust PWM fans provide great airflow due to the continuous mesh design in order to keep higher power components as cool as possible. Available in white or black, RGB and non-RGB versions, and starting at $99, the Landcool 216 from Lee & Lee provides great value alongside its great feature set. To learn more, follow the sponsored link in the description below. You guys haven't? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, this is the EVGA Not a 4090. You guys remember this, right? We got our hands on one of only a handful that were made for engineering purposes. For all intents and purposes, it works. It's never received another BIOS update or anything. This is going to actually be my test, not my test rig, but my desktop for work. Taking a real risk by putting an EVGA card in here that's not going to have any support behind it. But anyway, this is the E1. This is their carbon fiber chassis that's all hanging by wires under tension and stuff. I've done a few videos on this already, and a lot of you have been like, what the hell happened to that build? It's not just the typical J slow and doesn't work quickly on builds. It's the fact that I have a 13900K that's direct eye cooled under this gold block that EK had sent me. And now I need to do temperature testing, because apparently it's come to light that these have a concave to them that's causing problems with direct eye and not cooling as well as it should. So at least I got another block that's a non-direct eye. If it ends up not working right, then I can just throw another 13900 in here with that and then deal with the direct eye and something else. But anyway, moving on, it's got the EVGA Z790 Dark motherboard, which is a Kingpin product. It's got all the gold on there, which is why I think the gold goes really well. It's also coupled with the singular...
I gotta talk about this guy because somehow he keeps on being talked about, and you know that you are a terrible streamer when you somehow get banned off of Kick, as well as Facebook, and I'm definitely sure he's not allowed on Twitch anymore. We're talking about a streamer known as Gorilla X Drip. Probably the last time I'll say his name in this video. It doesn't really deserve the publicity, as he became known a while back for the guy who just simply hates It's Timmy, as he went on a racist and other, like, just a homophobic rant about Timmy and others, and it pretty much a shock value streamer who goes live apparently all the time, especially now on TikTok, just to hate on pretty much everyone. And it seems that for a long time he just wanted to fight Timmy in Las Vegas in a boxing match. And yeah, so just beware of your ears. Be careful when listening to this. Yeah.
Timmy don't even know how to make Kool-Aid. You think I'm watching that little Asian?
Whoa.
You think I'm watching that Asian? You think I'm watching that Asian? That little Chinese? What? What? No, you know what? No, I will smack It's Timmy with my dick across his Asian mother's forehead and throw some damn chopsticks at that stupid watch. Do you understand me? I would not.
And after all this, Timmy even responding, and you guys don't get the premise of the clip, pretty much like, why me? And I don't think they've ever interacted a single time. It's because he's a racist homophobe who has gone on these rants several times. He calls out, and he even himself says that he only wants to call out white or Asian streamers. I don't know how he still has a platform. And shortly after his rant against It's Timmy, he was banned on Kick. And like, you know it's bad because we all know the things that go down on Kick that you can get away with. When they had freedom on the platform, but there ain't freedom for everybody, especially ones that go on these kinds of rants. After Timmy responded, it was actually the same streamer going again, this time on TikTok Live, the only place apparently he can actually still stream, to continue his rant and say that he wanted to box Timmy in Vegas, a 1v1, for $20,000. I'm not sure where the money is coming from, or again, where his hate for Timmy is coming from. As you guys can imagine, Timmy has not responded.
I mean, all stream Imperial Hall next. I'm gonna get Hall next. Let's get Hall next. We want to get Hall next. All right, anybody. Drop a streamer in the chat. You want me to flame next? I'm flaming all streamers this year. Whoever you want me to flame, I got you. I got you. Any streamer, listen, ain't nobody sliding on me, bro. Imperial Hall, ain't no nigga sliding on me. Not Solotech. Solotech, he's terrified. Honest terrified. You feed me. Oh, no, that's white people. You feed me. If you're making money, yo, Latrell, shut the fuck up. Nigga, you don't even know nothing that's going on. Sit your ass down. You can't go live either. Shut up. Go sit in the corner. Don't have a question of God, nigga. The fuck? You said flame God? Why would I flame the blacks? Hell no. Give me more of an Asian or a white man. I flame no goddamn blacks. I'll flame the Asians or the whites on the gang, I will. You know what time I'm on. Come on. Nigga said go flame the blacks. Hell no. Give me some give me the opposite, nigga. On my me. Dylan Dub tweeted about you, he clout. They come in here, try to talk, and they go clout chase, and they call me the clout chaser. Like I'm not the nigga that is getting talked about more than anybody. Come on, I flame the nigga Timmy and put him in his place. Nobody else can slide on me. Ninja on gang, I flame Ninja. I don't like that nigga on the phone. Next victim is Ninja, nigga, on the game.
Last player standing.
Disney is not flying to Vegas for the 1v1. Nigga, fuck you mean, nigga. What is it, chasing clout? No, nigga, I'm the top, nigga. We don't chase clout. I'm the top, nigga. Nigga said chasing clout with a no profile picture. You know you chasing clout, boy. You wish you was me. Boy, wish you was me. Never, bro. You wish you was me? Oh, sorry. Sorry, all the Timmy lovers. But you can't even get in contact with Timmy. Can't you slide, huh? Oh, must mean I got Timmy by the neck. Damn, must mean I got Timmy by the neck, huh? Where's Timmy at? Where's It's Timmy? Go get It's Timmy. Go get him. 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 I'll put him 6 feet up. Go get him, bro. Go get him.
And then you deep dive more about this guy and find out that years back or a while back he was banned on Facebook Gaming. I can't imagine he even would be allowed to be on Twitch after his past. Twitch is usually the strictest of all these platforms and the most strict. And then was also banned off Kick. And so then went back to TikTok Live to continue these rants where if you listen to him long enough, if you mention any name in his chat, whether it's Ninja, Imperial Hall, or Imperial How, however you pronounce it, or any streamer, he's just willing to call out anybody just for the shock value. This might be the most hate-filled streamer I think I've ever seen. But luckily, platforms do catch on, and some of these streamers get away with it. You know, you get covered by the news, you get more viewers, so on and so forth. But it seems that he's actually finally run out of platforms to go consistently live on because everyone realizes that he's just a racist and just says things that should not be said on his stream. So that's the guy that just hates It's Timmy for no reason. And if you guys don't know Timmy, he's one of the nicest human beings on planet Earth. So anyone having beef with him is all the more confusing, especially to the Apex scene. Till next time, what do you think though, huh? Enjoy yourself a cup of coffee. I'll see you back here next time. Bye.
A little over a year ago, I installed this mini split, and I opted to do the full DIY installation. Now in that process, I do have a few regrets, and I wanted to share with you my top 3 regrets through that installation process. I'm also going to give you an update on how it's held up through a really harsh winter here in Utah, trying to keep this whole shop nice and warm, as well as a really warm summer that we're having right now. In fact, it's 90 degrees out, so I'll give you an update on how it's performing after its first year of use. My first regret is that I didn't opt to spend just a few bucks more and get the line covers that go on the outside. As you can see here, I'm starting to notice a little bit of fading on the UV-resistant tape that is used to wrap up these lines. Also, it just doesn't look that good. It looks a little bit sloppy, it looks a little bit unprofessional in my opinion, and it doesn't cost cost that much for a kit. In fact, I went shopping just the other day on Amazon and found this kit here, which is under $40 and just the right length. And that's one thing you want to make sure to consider. Don't just buy whatever kit you can find, especially if you have a long length of line that you're running on this. Make sure to get a kit that is compatible with how much line you have in your particular installation. Now this kit makes things look so much better, so I've just ordered mine and I'm excited to put this in. And again, I'll put links in the description below so you can take a look at exactly what I'm using and what I would recommend after doing my own research. The first reason this is important to me to have this on here is because I don't want to see any more of this burning that's happening. I don't know if it's burning, but it's just wear and tear. It's weathering that's happening here. I want to protect those lines and keep them out of the elements as best I can. Yes, the tape will do a sufficient job, but I think the channel is going to do a much better job. And then secondly, as I alluded to before, I think it just looks more professional. It doesn't look like such a DIY job like, oh, you put that up yourself, I can kind of tell. So that will really help to make everything look nice, make it look complete, and make it look very intentional. Just a side note, I do use the word intentional a lot, and my wife kind of makes fun of me for it, but especially when it comes to like landscaping or something like that, I just want things to look like they were done on purpose, and it looks really sharp. And I feel like that's what this channel can help do for this installation. My second biggest regret on this install process, and in some ways it's kind of my first biggest overall, and I got a lot of comments about it in the video, is that the electrical work that I did wasn't quite right. Now, there haven't been any issues with it. Nothing is actually dangerous or putting me in a position where things are going to burn down or anything like that, but there's a couple things I could have done smarter had I spent a little more time researching. And I want to share that with you so that you don't make the same mistakes I made. In the original install video, I didn't go out and buy the proper wiring for this. It did come with some 16 gauge wire, which I alluded to the fact I just wasn't comfortable with 16 gauge running my 220 or 230 volt unit like this. And I still feel that way. But instead of using some 12 gauge PHHN, which doesn't cost all that much, I mean, wiring is expensive in general, but I should have just run that through the EMT that I used. Instead, I had a pack of 10-3 lying around, and I decided to use that instead. Now, A, you really shouldn't be running Romex through EMT. It's not meant for that. You should have THHN running through there instead. And B, I really didn't need 10 gauge for this application. Not only that, but because I used 10-3, I selected the wrong wires because I really wasn't thinking properly about what the power lines are supposed to be doing. Aside from the ground, there's really two wires that are carrying 120 volts each. So I should have had the black one and the red one coming through, but instead I used the black and the white, mostly because that's what was familiar, but that is not the right way to go. So what I should have done is run some 12 gauge THHN. I should have had a red one, a black one, and a green one, and then I would have been all set. Now, again, nothing is broken. It's not having any issues or anything like that. It's working great, but that wasn't the proper way to do the electrical, and I shouldn't have shown it that way. And then right along with that was the circuit breaker, and this is the one I heard the most about in the comments, understandably so. I decided that because I had that 10 gauge, I should put a 30 amp circuit breaker in there. That's just not the case. I should have just used a 15 amp circuit breaker, which is all it called for, and that way I would limit the amount of power that would be able to run through there, and that would be the best option to use. Again, no issues with it, but that's an easy swap for me to make. I can grab a 15, swap that out for the 30 that's in there now, and then we're all set. It's always better to play it safe and make sure you're doing it right, especially when it comes to anything with electricity. My third regret is these coils right here. I didn't take the time to research these properly to know that A, the best option would be to cut them short, use a flaring tool, and then get them to the exact right length so I don't have any coils. Now, short of that, and that can be a little overwhelming for a lot of people, especially on a DIY install, these vertical coils here, all I have to do to fix this is just to lay them down horizontally. That way there's no pooling or aggregation of liquids or oils inside there, and it will help it run more efficiently for years to come. This is an easy fix, just takes a couple of minutes, and you can fasten that however you want. I opted in my case to make sure to keep everything off the ground, that way I could trim underneath it, all the grass and everything, which by the way, I've had no negative impact on the grass or the lawn underneath it, so that's good. And with these coils being up off the ground and horizontal, now everything should be that much more future-proof. As for an update on how this thing is performing, I gotta tell you, I love this unit. This thing has been awesome. There's one thing I wish was a little more intuitive, a little easier, a little more built in, and that is to have Wi-Fi built into it. If you saw any of my previous videos on this install, you might remember that I used this little Sensibo device here, and this allows me to basically use my voice and my smart home assistant to convey the remote control commands through this. So I could tell it to set the temperature a certain way, to turn on, to turn off, different things like that. And one thing I wish that I didn't have to do was use any of that.
Crimea is heating up with another supply depot going up in smoke, and Zelensky has declared that the Crimean Bridge is a legitimate military target. Let's go ahead and get started with today's Ukraine update. With no reported changes to the front lines from any of the sources I'm seeing, let's just quickly run through what is going on across all the fronts. Russians are putting combat pressure on the very north end and along the Svatova-Kamina line, and yet have reported no changes in the last 24 hours from either Ukrainian or Russian sources. There is hard fighting going on. Both sides acknowledge that, but there is no indication that either side has made progress on the north end. The Ukrainians continue to push north and south of Bakhmut, both in Klishchiivka and north of there, trying to take on the road. There were some indications that there were marginal gains by them towards the highway in that northern section. However, nothing that is showing up on maps yet. Klishchiivka remains a hotly contested part just south of Bakhmut, but no changes are reported. Russians are still trying to push hard in Avdiivka with no additional changes, and they are pushing in this whole area around Donetsk city. It appears that they're trying to create an opening there. However, the Ukrainians are still holding the lines pretty much across the board. Marginal gains are reported near Priyutny and Staromayorsk today. Nothing big enough to show on the map yet, but there are reports of small gains. Same with Robotny, but there was a report that the Ukrainians had again advanced just a little bit. Piarikatki saw some action, but again, it looks like the Ukrainians are actually trying to outflank the Russian fortifications in the area, and they may in fact bypass them entirely and go in behind the lines in that section. And the Antonovsky Bridge had an interesting comment from one source that said there was news there that was very negative for the Russians, but he was not going to talk about it yet. So I'm looking forward to see what's going on Antonovsky Bridge over the next day or so, see if something comes out. It'll be interesting to see if something is actually happening in that area beyond just the marginal gains that they have been gaining so far. A successful strike on an ammunition depot in central Crimea resulted in the closure of the Kerch Strait Bridge and the evacuation of citizens within a 5-kilometer radius of it. And Odessa continued to be pounded for a fourth night in a row after the end of the grain deal. And that's the overall situation in Ukraine for today. It started off with an announcement from the occupying head of Crimea, Aksionov, announcing an attempted raid by drones on infrastructure facilities in the Krasnovardy district. According to him, relevant services are working on the spot to eliminate possible consequences. As you can see here, we've already got videos of smoke and fire going on in that area. Jason J. Smart also added additional video of the situation. Looks like quite the column of smoke going up there and a lot of response vehicles moving quickly to get into the area. The Kyiv Independent added a little bit more information. It was an oil depot and Russian military warehouses that were destroyed. Some people reported secondary detonations occurring, and in fact, they confirmed that it was due to a drone strike in Crimea. They did state that nobody was injured. Then they decided that an evacuation of everybody within a 5-kilometer radius was required.
I got smoked hard. I need
difficult fire and situation to get under control, and they're expecting a lot of those munitions to be cooking off over the next while. In related news, traffic over the Crimea Bridge was stopped for the second time today, this time due to this attack. The traffic has been reported to have been resumed. Possibly related to the war, but there's been no clear information on that. The Kyiv Post reports that a fire has broken out in Sevastopol as well. Prior to that, an explosion was heard, and of course you can see the smoke plume right there. No further word just yet. We'll be following up on that if we find out additional information. Due to these additional drone strikes, the Crimean Bridge was closed for some time. Initially, an earlier strike had closed it for a short period. Then it was reclosed during this second attack. The rail system was also closed down, so the Russians are certainly responding each time now that there are attacks. BBC News reported that it was definitely associated with the fuel depot hit that happened earlier, and the closure involved both rail and passenger vehicle traffic. The Crimean Bridge remains at very light passenger traffic because of the damage in the recent strike, which left the bridge unable to sustain significant weight on two sections. President Zelensky weighed in on the Crimea Bridge, calling it a legitimate military target that feeds ammunition for war. The rail and road bridge, which was constructed by Russia and came into service in 2018, was not just a logistical road, according to Zelensky. This is the route used to feed the war with ammunition, and this is being done on a daily basis, and it militarizes the Crimean Peninsula. For us, this is understandably an enemy facility built outside international laws and all applicable norms. So understandably, this is a target for us, and a target that is bringing war, not peace, has to be neutralized. When asked if this was related to the grain deal, Zelensky said there was no link between the two. Dmitry from War Translated added some additional context to the information that's come out today about a Russian reporter by the name of Rostosov Zuralev who was killed in the Zaporizhia region. He, his crew, and several other reporters were filming the operation of multiple launch rocket system units in the area. Russian blogger Zivov stated that the guys were working on the material with MLRS crews. After leaving the position, they were hit by a counter-battery strike with cluster munitions. The guys from the artillery regiment tried to save him. They flew him to the hospital, but there was not enough time. The enemy drones fly almost with impunity, even in our near rear. They have the ability to track the work of combat artillery units. Counter-battery fire is a significant part of this war, wherein artillery units are targeted specifically for destruction as soon as they fire. These reporters were working with artillery units near Pyatikatki, one of the hottest parts of the southern Zaporizhia lines. Other sources pointed out that not only was Zuralev killed in counter-battery fire, but other employees of TASS and Rossiya and RIA Novosti were all injured in this event. 2 sappers were killed in the Bryansk region, with a third one being wounded while installing a mine. According to the sources that spoke with Astra, the 3 contract sappers were blown up during mining on the territory of Trubchevsky district. The 2 of them died on the spot. One was hospitalized in the Trubchevskaya Central District Hospital. This incident took place yesterday evening near the village of Znov. With that mining operation going on the Russian side of the border, it's clear that Russia is starting to take seriously the threat that could be coming across the Ukrainian border in response to Russia's attacks. While the Ukrainians have been fortifying their border extensively, the Russians have mostly left off because they have not felt the need to get serious about those types of defenses. It's clear now that they're getting pretty serious about getting that area mined and preventing further attacks to that area from Russian partisans supported by Ukraine. From the Kyiv Independent, Warsaw is not letting Russian President Vladimir Putin's comments escape attention and have summoned the Russian ambassador to explain Putin's comments. The Institute for the Study of War mentioned quite a bit about the grain deal and the situation with it, starting with the Kremlin appearing to soften their rhetoric on the grain deal, specifically on the announcement about viewing civilian ships as legitimate military targets. As we mentioned yesterday, the announcement that they would be inspecting ships and not just sinking them was quite the change from the previous days of rhetoric. Russia appears to be maneuvering to retain the option for modifying the existing agreement rather than negotiating an entirely new one in its attempts to seek extensive concessions from the West. Russia knows that if they have to renegotiate a brand new deal, that they may lose any of the progress they already gained in the previous deal. The fact that they're continuing to signal their willingness to change the terms of the deal seems to indicate that Russia really did not want to go full in on canceling the grain deal entirely. Other sources seem to indicate that Putin might be trying to sow intra-NATO and Ukraine-NATO conflict to undermine long-term support for Ukraine and potentially change the deal on the Black Sea Grain Initiative. By effectively restricting the world's food supplies, it appears the Kremlin is really hoping to extract some real concessions that make a real difference on the battlefield as opposed to just continuing the war as it is. Ryanair is considering the option of resuming flights to Ukraine by the end of 2023. 2 major plans that they have. One would be the end of the war and things return to normal. The other one is a limited number of flights into Ukraine at the end of the year, which, as they said, is the most likely option. The resumption of normal airline service, at least in some degree, would be a tremendous boost to Ukraine's prospects in a post-war future. The Ukrainian military paid respects to U.S. Army veteran Nicholas Mamer, 45, from Boise, Idaho, while they carried the coffin of the fallen service member. He was killed in an artillery barrage in Bakhmut back in May, and these soldiers are providing every last bit of military courtesy that they can in respect for this fallen soldier. Just because there's a war on does not mean that public works do not need to continue. A new water pipeline is in full construction. It will replace the one that has been dry for more than a month due to the hydroelectric plant being destroyed. This new network will stretch for 7.5 kilometers, with most of the pipes already soldered, the trenches being prepared for the pipe, and they're even putting in some pumping stations. Water being vital for life, this just indicates that the people of Ukraine are determined to keep living through it all. The General Staff of Ukraine expressed gratitude for much of the support they have with this statement. When a free people, such as the Ukrainians, has behind them the support of free peoples all over the world, peoples who recognize that their destinies and freedoms, their rights and security are inextricably linked. The power they possess is not just enormous, she cannot be stopped. And we'll end off with this super cute video of a Ukrainian soldier trying to teach his squad of puppies to heel and get in line with his military formation. As you can see, it's taking a little bit more effort to get them to get into military formation. That said, it is tremendously cute, and it is wonderful to see him working with those puppies. And that's your Ukraine update for today. If you found the information useful and helped you understand the Ukraine war just a little bit better, please give me a like on the video. It helps out a ton with the algorithm. And if you enjoyed our Ukraine war updates and our geopolitical content, please subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our videos. You have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next video.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. So in the past, there's been concern when it comes to ad blockers that we may be coming close to the end of ad blocking on the internet with Manifest v3 coming out. Manifest v3 was a new way of dealing with extensions inside Chrome and Chromium-based web browsers. It is claimed that the whole point of Manifest v3 versus Manifest v2 is to improve the security and privacy of the browsing experience by placing limitations on what extensions can do and how it can access your data. And the reality of how this worked is that it made it a lot more difficult for ad blockers to do their job. So there are arguments that this is technically more secure, but when the company that is driving the decision is a company whose primary business is based on selling advertisements, and this new framework for running extensions in the browser makes it more difficult to block ads, you really kind of have to wonder why it's being done, and who benefits and who doesn't benefit from this decision being made. As I've mentioned on this channel many times over a number of different issues, particularly when...
Dude, how do you not shoot that guy?
It's very often the case that anytime somebody is trying to limit your freedom, they do it under the guise of security, hoping that you're not going to notice what's actually going on. Now, this is something that has been somewhat rolled back. Firefox has come up with a way to deal with this, and at the end of the day, I don't think that this is the last that you're going to hear of it. Something was recently announced called Web Environment Integrity, which is one of the scariest things I've heard of in my life, and it seems like what would lead to the death of the internet as we know it, or the web as we know it. It's this kind of death by 1,000 cuts thing where you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, and like at the end of the day, it's just small things here and there that people learn to deal with, but when all of it is done, you look back 5 or 10 years ago, and the internet just doesn't look like it used to, and the freedoms that you used to have on the internet just aren't there like they used to be. So I'm going to read this. This is about 3 images that have been screenshotted and posted into my Matrix chat that I've been reading about all morning in a very depressing way. Introduction. Users often depend on websites trusting the client environment they run. This trust may assume that the client environment is honest about certain aspects of itself, keeps user data and intellectual property secure, and is transparent about whether or not a human is using it. Now, again, honest, sure. Keeps intellectual property secure. You already know where this is going before I read the rest of it. This is going to be DRM for your web browser. This trust is the backbone of the open internet, critical for the safety of user data, for the sustainability of the website's business. Some examples of scenarios where users depend on client trust include: users like visiting websites that are expensive to create and maintain, but they often want or need to do it without paying directly. These websites fund themselves with ads, but the advertisers can only afford to pay for humans to see the ads rather than robots. This creates a need for human users to prove to websites that they're human, sometimes through tasks like challenges or logins. This is about making it more difficult to block ads. I'm just going to throw that out there. I am not a technical expert, I'm not a programming expert. I'm a man that used to fix MacBook motherboards that now sits on a comically large recliner with a cat. I'm just going to throw it out there. This is going to be used to make it more difficult to block advertisements and to make it easier for streaming companies and so on and so forth to be able to ensure that you are not using a screen capture software or screen recorder like OBS to record their copyrighted content and distribute it across the internet. Users want to know they are interacting with real people on social websites, but bad actors often want to promote posts with fake engagement. For example, to promote products or make a news story seem more important. Websites can only show users what content is popular with real people if websites are able to know the difference between a trusted and untrusted environment. Google is exceptional on YouTube at being able to shadow ban your posts, and sometimes even shadow ban my own posts on my own channel when I don't curse. I can't tell you how many times I've posted a comment on my own channel and then noticed that it didn't actually show up. It wasn't there. It showed up in my YouTube Studio app, but it wouldn't show up in the YouTube app if I wasn't logged in. Yet for some reason, the Telegram scammers for crypto and investment garbage, to this day, after 3 years of reporting them as spam, still show up every single time. Google doesn't care about protecting you from fake people and bots posting. If they did, they would have figured out a way to delete that rather than prioritizing removing your post because you said something you weren't supposed to say. Users playing a game on a website want to know whether other players are using software that forces the game's rules. So they're doing this for your own good. They're doing this so that you don't have to deal with cheaters when you're playing Yahoo
30
Cool.
seconds left.
Users sometimes get tricked into installing malicious software that imitates software like their banking apps to steal from those users. The bank's internet interface could protect those users if it could establish that the requests it's getting actually come from the banks or other trustworthy software. Web Environment Integrity. With the Web Environment Integrity API, websites will be able to request a token that has key facts about the environment their client code is running in. For example, this API will show that a user is operating a web client on a secure Android device. Tampering with the attestation will be prevented by signing the tokens cryptographically. Websites will ultimately decide if they trust the verdict returned from the attester. It is expected that the attesters will typically come from the operating system platform as a matter of practicality. However, this explainer does not prescribe that. For example, multiple operating systems may choose to use the same attester. This explainer takes inspiration from existing native attestation signals, such as test and display integrity API. There is tension between utility for anti-fraud use cases requiring deterministic verdicts and high coverage, and the risk of websites using this functionality to exclude specific attesters or non-attestable browsers. We look forward to discussion on this topic and acknowledge the significant value add even in the case where verdicts are not deterministically available. As in holdouts. But I imagine people that don't want to implement this trash into their web browser. What information is in the signed attestation? The proposal calls for at least the following information in the signed attestation. The attester's identity, for example, Google Play. A verdict saying whether the attester considers the device trustworthy. We're still discussing whether each of the following pieces of information should be included, and welcome your feedback. The device integrity verdict must be low entropy, but what granularity of verdict should we allow? Including more information, the verdict will cover a wider range of use cases without locking out older devices. A granular approach proved useful previously in the Play Integrity API.
Weird champ.
The platform identity of the application that requested the attestation, like com Chrome.beta or org Mozilla Firefox or com Apple Mobile Safari. Some indicator enabling rate limiting against the physical device. We strongly believe the following data should be included. A device ID that is a unique identifier accessible to API consumers. Again, I'm a man that sits in an old lounge chair who used to fix MacBook motherboards, who has a cat that is unfortunately absent from this video. We'll see if she feels more welcome now that I've moved my phone. I am not an expert in this field. That being said, does this not sound like DRM for the internet to you? It really does sound like DRM for the web to me. This sounds like a world where you want me to use your browser. Your browser is likely going to have certain limitations in it as to what it is I'm capable of doing with it, and if I don't use your web browser that has this feature and functionality turned on, that there are many websites that are no longer going to accept my traffic. They're going to say no to you. Now, technically, this is something that you've been able to do for a long time. I can detect if you are using Firefox and say, my website will not work as long as your user ID is Firefox. I am going to require you to use Internet Explorer 5 or 6, and if you don't, I'm not going to return you the site. And you're able to spoof and pretend that you're Internet Explorer 6. Remember back in the day in Windows XP, if you were using Mozilla, not Firefox, not Firebird, just old Mozilla, there were certain websites back in the Mozilla 1.0.1 days that literally would not work unless you installed something allowed you to spoof the agent to make it look like Internet Explorer 6, especially government websites. Government websites, job
You got
application
Phoenix
websites,
here?
a lot of sites wouldn't work unless you spoofed it. And this is obviously a much more high-tech way
Watch
of
your
trying to
back.
accomplish some of this.
I got you out from this.
Go back to a time certain websites will only work.
Oh my god, they
using
fucking
Internet
blew me through the
Explorer
wall.
6.
What an asshole.
Because Internet Explorer 6 sucked. It was just a horrible web browser for a number of reasons. But there were websites back in the day. Again, lots of you watch this probably don't remember. This is 21 years ago. A lot of you probably weren't even born 21 years ago. Where you needed to open up a certain web browser, open certain websites. And I think people take for granted that we have choice of browsers now. And I think people take for granted that there was a certain level of freedom that we managed to reach. People were aggravated by pop-ups, and one of the things that was great about Mozilla is you didn't have to install a third-party pop-up blocker, because back in the day, many third-party pop-up blockers for Internet Explorer 6 were often even worse than the pop-ups themselves. They were filled with viruses. And you installed Mozilla 1.0.1, and I could block websites from opening pop-ups, and eventually pop-ups just disappeared. Remember when pop-ups were a thing? Now we have ad block and many other things we can do with our web browsers that improve our freedom and our use of the internet. And this is an interesting and more high-tech way of trying to squash that in a way that really sucks. When you go to Hacker News, they really hit the nail on the head way better than I ever could. And admittedly, the people that post on Hacker News tend to be way smarter than I'll ever be. And some of the stuff they say here I think is really important to digest. This is pretty much the inevitable endgame of the web, says Sark, in no small part funded by ad-based business models, as the analog gap pretty much destroys most attempts to use this stuff to do copy protection, and enabled by developers who have insisted we shove as much difficult to implement functionality into the browser as possible. The result, there is now effectively one dominating web browser run by an ad company who nigh unto controls the spec for the web itself, and who is finally putting its foot down to decide that we are all going to be forced to either use lockdown devices or prove that we are using some lockdown component of our other.
Listen, I'm not saying that I'm some kind of computer guru or a voice of judgment. Black setup, here we go.
It's a lot of
awesome. Kiss setup. Kiss setup. Coming up, Joe Rogan. Oh my god, what's with people buying this stupid thing?
Do they have the wheels?
Oh my god.
I think they...
Wait, this is... Okay, I do everything I do on a single laptop Jack Black setup. Here we go.
It's a lot of subwoofer.
That's just two separate subwoofers for the two separate setups here. You know you're the kind of guy, right, who gets called. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying this guy takes phone calls.
Yeah.
Alright? Nobody called.
You don't get called.
We got Ludwig set up here. Just moved, maybe? Okay, I thought this was a giant, bong-themed thing, but I guess it's a key. Key to what? I don't know. The disposable cups, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of them.
Who needs dishes?
Monitor behind the other monitor, I don't like.
Okay, having a cable
What is that
hanging
for?
across your mouse pad like this? Twice? Wait, is this your keyboard? What?
Go behind the desk.
What the heck, man? Look, it's not even hard to get at.
Red Bull can on the floor.
Oh, what the... That looks like a stained-ass chair. What did you do in that chair, sir? Got the pedals, I can respect it.
Yeah, I wonder what he uses them for, how often he uses them, because there's no wheel.
Hey, look, maybe he just likes to use pedals as an input.
I turn with A&D, I gas with my feet.
Who drinks bottled water at home?
Yeah, that's lame. It's actually gross. Like, it actually tastes bad. You should get something else.
That's not cool. Get a Brita filter.
Got a camera here. Stand's kind of broken, but...
Quality camera holder.
Gets the job done.
Ew! Don't floss over your keyboard!
Nice mouse pad. Fun. That's a fun mouse.
So he said it's a mouse pad.
It says card, doesn't it? Card game.
Pretty big of
Card game.
management.
Explain that.
Does he have a proper mouse pad?
Yeah, like...
These are millionaires.
Yeah.
Many of the people whose setups we're looking at.
Foot pedals. It's not plugged in, but I like touching them because it makes my feet feel good.
The explanation is even dumber than what I thought.
Who's that, Lance? Anime question of the day.
I have no idea. Alright.
This is inside the PC.
Wait, is this just open? The top's just open! That's where the dust comes in!
I'm
You're ruining your hardwood floors and you're ruining your rug.
Quality. That's my setup tour. If you want to see more, like and subscribe.
Marquez. Of course. Of course it's flawless. Yet another
His water bottle is color map. Tables.
Yeah. Everything else is like great. And then it's like, I've got 14 feet of extra cable here. You know what I should do with it? I should just dump it right here in a pile. See, the thing is that if you look at my office, the aesthetics are worse. But I clearly didn't even try.
But no one expected anything. There's a difference. This guy clearly uses his mouse a lot.
That is some good mouse pad gunk right there. Got the shoe, got the hat. You never know when you're gonna need to walk somewhere. One foot. Ready to play table tennis at a moment's notice. Ooh, Sarakichi. There's only one cable that makes this work, and it's an old Belkin VR cable that you can sometimes find on Alibaba. What does that even mean, Sarah? It's this cable, though, apparently?
I guess. I don't even see what it goes into. The computer. If you're gonna have a book prop up a monitor, that's the one.
I think so. Keyboard.
No mouse pad.
Keyboard's these days.
I really hate using my table as my mousing surface. Even if it like does well with tracking and everything, I'd much rather have the mouse pad.
Well, where's at your table? Which makes it a really, really bad idea. Sarah. Everything about this is fine, except for the fact that, my guy, you looked at your screen instead of your selfie camera. Rookie move. It's like a pet peeve of mine. Everything about this is fine, which makes it a really, really bad idea. Sarah. Everything about this is fine, except for the fact that, my guy, rookie move. It's like a pet peeve of mine. People who are looking at their screen. I did a thing.
A little dead fly there. Oh, very good.
It's never been cleaned.
Very good.
This is dog food. This poor play button. I mean, I know it's a new one. No one cares about these ones, but like, this actually still offends me more than Electro Booms.
Oh, there's the goal.
Cares about these ones, but like, this actually still offends me more than Electro Booms.
Oh, there's the goal.
Hey, Luke, you know how much you love it when I touch monitors?
Yeah.
He looks like he rubs his face on his monitor. That monitor has been cleaned exactly as many times as this shelf.
Dr. K's has got to be immaculate. Not bad, though.
They're managed from the front, okay? Looking
But it's okay.
pretty slick. You know,
Got
some
the
people
slick
just they
keyboard.
need the printer.
I could see him needing the print.
What the hell is up with this mousing area, though?
Literally 0.
That is the worst.
Don't need
You
it.
even have all this desk pad. Side panel off.
Ooh, I don't like the storage.
That's
Not a
really
fan of
bad.
that. Yeah,
Is
that's
this
not
supposed
good.
to be vibration dampening?
The cables don't bother me that much, mostly because there isn't an insane amount of them.
Yeah, because they're masking taped in place, right?
I don't think that's actually holding any cables.
You think you're right. Simone Gertz.
Okay.
Okay.
That looks like an incredibly comfy place to work, so maybe it's worth it. I would be sad about not having a keyboard and mouse, but like chilling with your dog on the couch.
I'm also thinking we have a new contender for classiest taste in decor.
Immense style.
Moist Critical, here we go.
Baby, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Earpods. Oh.
I mean, it's not really going for its production value necessarily. What? Got the penis computer, got the retro games.
Whoa, with the Halo 2, I think it is? Helmet?
That's our whole view of this?
I don't know why he's doing the triple mirrored.
I don't know, maybe it gives you some kind of advantage when it comes to reacting to things the first.
If I see it 3 times, I can absorb it faster.
Ooh, Zach!
Wow. A dad cave. What is that picture?
That appears
It looks
to
like
be
laptop
pieces of,
internals.
yeah, or phones or something. Oh, D-Brand Teardown Skins. That was a collab with Zach, that's right. Got the 32:9 monitor.
With a voiceover setup, just ready to go at any time.
A post-it note, man. We've seen very few of those. I used to be like a mega post-it note guy. I would just write everything I needed to do for the day on a post-it note, stick it to the bezel of my monitor, back when monitors had bezels.
I think that's some form of like backup power.
Yeah, being outdoorsy like he is, I could see him using something like it's like a Jackeria light, I think.
Computer's got some wood under it for better airflow, I believe.
Oh, I'd like to see that, LGI. I think this is exactly the right amount of cable management for a functional setup.
Yeah.
Things are tied.
Kind of tied together, but
feet.
you could take it apart very quickly.
Yeah. If it was anyone else, I'd be like, what? Floppy disks. Not one floppy disk for decoration. Floppy disks that look like they are actually being used. Also, the optical drive, and not just an optical drive, but the front door of the case opened because of the frequency with which you are using said optical drive. Love to see the UPS.
Wow.
Now, I too have a spindle of blank discs somewhere. Certainly not within arm's reach anymore. It's been decades since that's needed to be the case.
Got a nice folding X-Acto knife, I think that is.
Tommy in it.
Oh, that's rough.
What the hell?
That's actually rough.
It's hard to tell from the image, but this looks
extremely dusty.
Disgusting.
Yeah. MacBook just laying on the floor.
PlayStation 5 just on the floor. Just oof.
You can't sit at that desk without your feet on cables.
Yeah, at least
the play button.
Yeah. Is on the wall.
Yeah.
This lighting here, though, feels like my daughter did it, both in terms of taste and quality. I mean, we've got T-Pain.
Oh, whoa!
Is he playing a shooter with a controller on a computer?
You don't necessarily 100% know. Yeah, that is a computer. Never mind.
See you later.
Hey.
Got George Not Found.
With a lighting switch for his room just on his desk. I'm actually down with that.
George Not Found, more like personality not found.
I feel like not having the monitors on was like a tactical decision. I feel like he probably has a really messy desktop.
Yeah, and he didn't really give us a look at the cables. I see them.
Yeah.
I see them.
I think there's some hiding going on.
Yeah. You tried to hide everything about your setup, but we know it's not pretty. Here comes 100T double lift. I can't say like thick desk. Why do you have two speakers on the right? What?
So it's an easy fix. You can literally just pick it up and move it.
Something barely wireless now. Put the dongle right there. Is this for pennies? Like,
yeah.
You know what you need is a new desk pad. Maybe the new PCMR one from LTTstore.com. Big collab collection we just did with them, guys. You don't want to check it out. He's a professional gamer.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. This is a pro gaming setup?
Apparently.
Jay Schlatt, we've got another investor in Starforge Systems. Is that even a Starforge system?
Beautiful setup, though.
Yeah, you managed to get your stereo speakers on the left and the right.
Speakers nicely set up. Actually uses a Stream Deck.
Some of our other setups here.
Actually enough space for his mouse.
Yeah. And your cat is in one of the 3 positions for cats.
Just where cats go.
On top of the computer, on the keyboard, or on your chair when you go to sit down. That's like...
perfect.
Whoa! Can't be like, don't take it.
Don't touch this.
Don't touch
yeah, that's not his, that's the cat's.
His 2 cents. His setup's good. Yeah, okay.
That's pretty sick.
Don't have that on a desk.
He does have the one, like,
I like
completely inaccessible drawer unit in the back right-hand corner.
You put something you don't need very often.
I'm trying to find anything to go after, because this thing is amazing.
Well, how many pairs of headphones can one man use at a time? There.
Yeah, but that's an audio file thing. That's an audio file.
Boom roasted. Actually has the play buttons on the wall. Love to see it. Let's have a look at Kit Boga's setup. Love the desktop wallpaper.
2 mics, and they're both cramped on like a tiny, like, $1 unicorn mouse.
Can't say I love that as much. We've got another...
Not.
Oh my god, it's a Doom floppy disk.
That's a flex. That's a flex more than anything. Okay, he's got the old mixer on the left, but he's got a Go XLR middle, and then something to the left of that looks much the same. Is that because he like has to change? No, there's other ways. He has 2 cameras. What's happening?
Oh, that's under the desk. Also, I think your adhesive for your acoustic panels is coming off. Next up, we've got Sapnap, who sent a whopping 11 pictures. I mean, some people didn't send enough, but what? That's more RGB than computer.
What's going on with that speaker? Who's listening to that? I don't know.
Massive amount of mouse space. You know, you start gaming, you kick this thing over to the left, you're ready to go. Man, how many Go XLRs are up there? That makes me wonder.
Right, they're disappearing.
Yeah, the TC Helican just is like, see you later.
Yeah.
That's what happens to your content, my friends. Are we getting a picture of this computer? Oh, here we go. Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot of RGB. Snazzy Labs, and it's not a Mac.
If it wasn't for the cables, it would look like a render.
It's basic. The HP printer is as prominent as any other part of it.
The Linus face and the Windows logo.
Wow, look at that cable management. Not easy in a case like this. Mac guy showing us PC guys how it's done. Some ordinary gamer setup. Can confirm that's a pretty ordinary gaming setup.
I
Got
also
Kleenex.
like the custom plywood table on the left. It looks like he just kept going. my light speed doesn't go far.
Where the hell do you put your mouse? Where's your mouse pad? Also, I know this chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a very good
The
chair.
Costco special.
Very functional piece of TV furniture.
Yeah.
Did you make it? These sides are very different. I hope it's
yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tavarish.
Wow.
With a killer setup. That looks amazing.
It really does. I really like the purple too.
Everybody needs to get on the OTT store and get a proper sized desk pad for their desk, okay? Oh my god, Tupperware also DM'd us?
Whoa. Love the plant on top of the computer draping in front.
Okay, no, I was gonna say, you managed to go anime wallpaper without being too cringe, but then I saw the one on the right.
Sorry.
Hey, 2-minute papers! Yep, I guess this is about all you would need to read really, really fast and
Yep.
enthusiastically. Vicstar! Oh wow. Okay, that's just showing off. Keyboard up in the top left? An unconventional move.
I feel like I'm somewhere that I have to pay to be.
Yeah!
You know what I mean?
TSM fanfare is up. Got the vitamin D supplements.
Amazing.
Got the copper bracelet for channeling your energy.
Respond to this DM while brushing their hair.
Got the Kleenex right there. Like, right there.
It's literally easier to grab Kleenex than it is to edit your Go XLR setting.
Got these cute little cable management things with nothing in them. An actual Alienware gaming computer in the wild.
Yeah. I want you to look at something. You gotta open up a browser.
Oh, okay.
You gotta look at a video.
12 years ago? This is absolutely disgusting. This is
Wait till you see the desk. This is not just the cable, it's not the desk. Wait till you see the desk. Look at that desk.
Okay, I'm sorry. I really actually don't think I can look at this anymore. Just like I can't look at this segue to our sponsor.
Squarespace! These days, having your own website is key to engaging with your audience. It doesn't matter if you're selling goods, promoting a service, or just making a fan page for your adorable dog, Fernando. Let Squarespace help you make the bestest website for your bestest boy. He deserves the world. Their all-in-one platform makes it easy to get your website up and running quickly. Upload or embed videos and organize them in one of Squarespace's best-in-class templates, then optimize your site's performance using their advanced analytics tools. They also have a 24/7 support team ready to help you and Fernando out because, again, it doesn't matter how many treats you're giving him. It's not enough. Of course, what's good for Fernando is good for us, which is why we also use Squarespace here at LMG. Get started on your website today at squarespace.com/LTT and get 10% off your first purchase.
You guys enjoyed this video? Maybe you'll enjoy the time that Luke and I roasted our staff setups. They were, in some cases, really nice, and in other cases, worse than just about anything we saw here.
Birthday party! Yay, birthday. He ate all the decorations off, and then stop it! Stop! Stop it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not factor in the cow and the bird. Welcome back to My Has Fun for Once. Except it's not really My Has Fun for Once because I do this every freaking week. So welcome back to My Has Fun, and that's what I do now. It's my horse's 21st birthday, so we're gonna celebrate his birthday by giving him a surprise party. The plan: we're gonna get a set. We're gonna let him out. We're gonna go to the dollar store. We're gonna get birthday supplies, and I'm gonna make him a birthday cake. I would wrap him a present, but he's a horse and he doesn't have thumbs. I don't think he can open it. And then we're gonna bring him back into the pasture, and he's gonna walk in the feed stall and be like, "Oh my god, it's my birthday!" Like and subscribe. it seem like I'm having... Dad, I'm filming a YouTube video right now. It's Sarah's birthday. It's his 21st birthday. 4 days. Do you have anything to say?
What the fuck was that?
Perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Great pressure to win the ball back.
That's all. Okay. Goodbye. Okay, that was a stupid idea. We're going to the Dollar Tree. We have never filmed in the Dollar Tree, but I feel like they'll have good birthday decorations here, so this is the plan. We walk in, we don't make a scene, we walk out, nobody gets in trouble. I sound like I'm gonna rob the Dollar Tree. Welcome to the Dollar Tree, everybody. Time for a Sarah's birthday. Happy
How did
birthday,
it glitch out like
Lauren.
that?
Wait,
Right as I was about to score?
These are
Very
goals.
coincidental,
No,
huh?
they're not. Oh my god.
Promising position here for Di Maria.
No, he doesn't have shoes. Wait.
And space
He
to
does.
cross it.
He doesn't have...
Lionel Messi.
My shoes freaking undone. You don't just see me tie my shoes? What the heck? These are big letters. It's oh wait. Birthday letters? Oh my god. Should we get him his hat? He'd be so scared. Dude, maybe a less aggressive hat. Wait. Birthday tiara? We'll love it. Streamers? Happy birthday? That's too small for his neck. It's not very inclusive. Oh, party hats. Do you see? Maybe I could make his cake in no candles. Horses don't like party. My videos are limited to what my animals will accept. Oh wait, I actually do need to get a birthday back for something else. For someone's actual birthday. Okay, wait, it's his actual birthday. For a person's birthday and a Sarah's birthday. So I'm gonna get him this because it says happy birthday and I'm gonna put a gift in it. Do I have a gift yet? No. Should I get him a birthday card? He can't be. Oh my god, there's a lot for him. I'm gonna check out with happy. I know it's the Dollar Tree. That was only $9. Doesn't that seem kind of crazy? I feel like I got a lot for $9. Yes, smart. You're spinning me around. Oh, speaking of. What did? You're spinning me around. Then feet are off the ground. We're gonna be late. Step 1, retrieve the birthday gifts. Step 2, go to the pasture. Step 3, release the horse so he doesn't know we're setting up for his surprise birthday party. Step 4, set up his birthday party. Step 5, bring the horse back into the pasture. Surprise! Everybody jumps out and says happy birthday. Step 6, we FaceTime Grandma because he loves Grandma and it's his birthday. So we're gonna FaceTime my mom and maybe my sister. He didn't really care about my sister. She should still say happy birthday because that's her nephew. Step 7, Sarah eats his birthday cake. Oh my god, I definitely... Dollar Tree supplies. Oh. That's why she said bags in the bag. Good thing he can't read, so even if he sees his bags, he won't know it's his birthday. Budgie! Horsey! Birthday bullshit. Hey, buddy. You have to leave. It's a surprise party. Hello, chicken. You have some new milk stuck in there? What? Okay. Sarah, you have to... Why is he looking at the birthday card? You don't know anything about it. Oh, well, here comes Stompy to ruin his birthday party. Hello, chicken. Stompy, what do you think?
Always going to be the goalkeeper's ball.
He looks excited to be at the birthday party. 20? You want to attend a birthday party? It's Sarah's birthday.
And full time here. Now we can say it is official.
Wait,
Promotion
it's cute.
secured.
Promotion secured!
Hey, here's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna get grain, like horse grain. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna mix it with molasses. I'm gonna pack it down, and then I'm gonna put carrots on it to decorate it. Grain. No, not for you. It's not your birthday. Stompy loves horse grain. Okay. No! Oh my god. I did not factor in the cow and the bird. Okay, I'm gonna have to prepare the birthday cake inside.
Alright, I think I'm done for now.
Delicious.